Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're doing it live.
Okay, we'll do it live.
Just wait for some baddies to come through before we do this.
Let me fix that real quick.
Chris, otra vez with this lighting.
Is this like good mood music while we wait for people to show up?
I was gonna say it would be cool if you had like a half hour like black and white movie like playing. You know.
Oh what?
No, just like some public domain like YouTube black and white horror vintage movie that wasn't so long.
Lucas Silva. Hi. Is this Lucas that did the poster?
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Oh my god,
This is my little
Matthew,
crush.
hi.
Hi, baby.
Wait, Matthew?
No, he's talking about Lucas.
Oh, okay. Because Matthews is supposed to come through too.
Oh, I was like,
Hi,
what?
friends.
I didn't see nobody, and then I realized I had the wrong chat up. Now I see everybody.
I'm dead.
Hello, Shaim.
Hello from the narrator.
The narrator.
Hello, Hiago. I don't know you. Hi. Okay,
Hi,
guys.
Yago.
So we're just gonna wait until there's a little more people, and then
Yo.
I'll tell you what's good.
What's funny is like I just like looked at my phone and then like the YouTube stream popped up of like us.
Oh my god, it's us.
Matthew is here.
Yeah.
Bro,
see the
what's
chat?
up? Love you.
Okay. Where is Sarah Michelle Gellar? Oh, she's gonna make quite the entrance, honey. Okay, I hope nobody feels awkward. We're just gonna wait for a little more people before I introduce you guys.
All good.
So for everybody that's here, here's the deal. We are gonna start our live reading of I Know What You Did Last Summer at 9 p.m. So right now, feel free to chat and ask me any questions. My question is, who's reading for Ben Willis the fisherman? Oh, you will find out. You will see. I have very talented people here tonight. I'm so excited for this. Oh, thank you. Hello, Rookie Agent. How are you? Okay, tell me your question, Matthew. Which was your favorite death scene in this film? Okay. Let me think. Let me go first. I feel like the kills are not that they're not like wild in this movie. My favorite death scene is probably Barry though.
Really? It's Barry?
Yeah. What? Hold on, let's go in order. Chris, Ray.
I would probably say Helen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right answer.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that's the one for
Yeah,
you?
I'm gonna have to say Helen. Though I like Max as well. He deserved it. Well, he didn't really deserve it. Like
didn't.
he was kind of an asshole, but like he didn't really do anything. Like imagine like you're just like trying to talk to this girl and you're trying to hang out with her, and then like her friends are assholes and they get you looped into this whole big thing, and then you die for some reason. Like that would suck.
Yes.
That would suck. Yeah.
Joni or Melissa?
Yeah.
What's your favorite
Oh,
death scene?
Helen, obviously.
Okay, Joni.
The queen.
Well, I think Max's death is more brutal, but Helen is more like gut wrenching.
Yeah, you felt
It
yeah,
is.
exactly.
It is. You feel it.
Yeah.
Helen really didn't deserve to die. I'm sorry.
No, she should have lived. That was
No,
trash.
100%.
Yeah,
made
I
no
wanted
sense.
her to live. Yeah.
That death scene made no sense.
No, I agree. And no, you tell me nobody heard. The music was that loud. She was like 5 feet away from them.
No, they had like all the drums and all the fireworks.
That's true.
So
Yes, her scream is great in the berry scene. Ben Willis is one of the most underrated slasher villains in horror history. Do you all agree? And what are all of your thoughts on his characters and motives?
Ooh.
Ooh. I think he's cool. I don't know if I have any more thoughts on that.
You know, I didn't see the sequel, so I feel like I can't really speak on it. But
Oh, that's true. I didn't see
just
anything.
yeah, like just working on the first movie. I like the fish hook. It's a badass weapon.
True.
I also like how much he can do with it.
Yeah. Thoughts? Anyone else?
he's all right.
He's evil as fuck.
He
Well,
is.
you know what? He's already a killer though, because he kills. Well, we'll find out. I mean, if you know the movie, you know that he's already pretty bad.
Yeah.
So most likely
I
he's
mean,
killed.
it's also, you can kind of argue the motive as to why he killed in the first place, too.
True.
Right. Hello, Larry. Lovely to see you. You always come through. I love the Anne Hatch cameo in the film. Yes, same. Who would you replace? Julie/Ray? Wait, what? Who would you replace Julie Ray with to survive? Oh. I mean, honestly, I feel like Julie and Helen should have survived, but that's just me.
I agree.
They never got to hang out.
I know. Like, it should have been them at the end. Like, we should have gotten a lesbian story. Come on. Spy Girl Summer. Come on. Helen deserved better. Yes, she did. Which one is your favorite
Yeah,
movie
sure.
from the franchise? I have not seen the other film. So
The
this
first.
one. My girlfriend said the cast was too pretty to take serious. DG,
Ooh.
wow. The cast is very pretty, but I think that Ryan Philippe is a great actor. Though his character is very one note, he's so good and he says some really iconic lines. I also think that Jennifer Love Hewitt is good and Sarah Michelle Gellar, like, you know,
The queen?
the queen. The only one that does not wow me, even though you know I love him because Scooby-Doo, Fred, hello. But like Freddie Prinze Jr. was giving me nothing in this movie.
Absolutely nothing.
He's hardly in the movie.
That,
too.
but also like his line delivery was just like everything is so monotone.
I love you, Julie.
Yeah, everything is
Do
like,
you? I
like give me some, you know. Okay. You all should watch it. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. It's so much more fun than the original. I like it just as equally as the first film. I will probably watch it at some point.
I've
always
seen
thought
it. It's
was
good.
confusing. Had to watch it a few times to understand.
see. I had thought that. Oh, I don't know if we're up to that comment yet. Sorry.
I read really slow. Everybody that watches the stream, you guys know. I haven't seen the third film, but here it's rubbish. Ryan was so sexy in this film. He is. The man is still fine. Okay, Sarah Michelle really gave me such a character arc. Yep, agree. Sorry, I'm trying to read faster. Barry was mad aggressive. I can't take his anger or character seriously nowadays. He really is so aggressive. It's funny.
I
It's
remember.
like great.
I remember the first time I watched it. I was like, "Why is the lead singer of Sum 41 so angry?"
Stop!
No
It's his
way.
hair in the I love him. Remember how I said Dolph Ziggler was my first male crush? That's only because I forgot about Ryan. Oh, I love that for you. What?
Oh no, I'm laughing at Matthew's comment.
I think
mad
I just
aggressive.
saw the same one.
Mad aggressive, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
From New York.
Spooky Mike. Sorry, I love you, Mike. How are you tonight? This is what I do on the stream. I just yell people's names out. Welcome to
Oh my
the
god.
Sweet and
That's
Spooky
like,
stream if you've never been here before. Okay, so we have 12 people watching. So hi, welcome to the first ever TableScreams. This is a live reading of I Know What You Did Last Summer. In today's live stream, I will be playing Julie James. We have Chris playing Ray. We have Rocco playing the narrator. We have Melissa as Helen Chivers, the queen. And we have Joni as Barry. There are other characters, and you will find out who plays who if you keep watching. Ooh, hey, Abs. Oh.
Not just anything.
Oh
Blackpink.
my god.
oh my god.
You know I gotta be on here standing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Matthew.
Stream
what's
twice his
up,
new record.
bro? I love you, bro. I'm so happy you're here, for real.
Yes,
Thank you.
Matthew. So
Thanks for-
sweet.
So the support, the love, thank you.
Okay, so at 9 o'clock we will start. I feel like I trick people to come here early.
I wasn't so happy with the way it came out because I went to the salon today. I was like, I wanted it to look more like Freddie Prinze, but it is what it is.
It looks good.
Thank you.
That looks
You
great.
guys
His
said
hair is
that.
mad long.
I
Yeah.
felt like he had
You
more
forget
gel
his
in
hair's mad
it.
long.
Yeah, yeah.
It is long, yeah. It
Yeah.
sticks out.
Yeah.
Right, right. I
Believe
was-
me,
We don't care.
it's
You're
not that
hot.
great of a look.
Aw, thank you guys. Thank you.
Oh my god.
So are you. So are you.
Hello,
So are you. So are
Abby.
you.
I'm going to charge my phone for a bit, so I don't have to cut this short. I'll see you in 15. Yes, boo.
Okay.
I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Look at it. It shows off your jawline more.
Ooh.
Thank
See,
you.
Chris, you're a baddie.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nobody is going to feel bad about themselves here on this stream. You are a baddie.
Yeah, that
You're
is correct.
That is correct. Exactly. Embrace that.
Yeah.
Who's playing
Embrace being a
piano? That
baddie.
is my boyfriend, Rocco. He is the narrator.
You're.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, let me know if this piano is like way too loud. I don't want it to be like blowing people's heads off and stuff.
No, you're
Yes,
fine.
guys.
It's good.
Please let
Okay.
me know in the. I want to know from the audience if everything sounds good and not too loud. Let me know.
Yes. We're trying something new.
This is very new. I am very nervous. I just realized that's a real piano. Amazing. Yes, Lucas.
We're gonna have live music.
If y'all ever do Scream, can I please read for
Oh my god.
the Casey Becker role?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Who's that? Who's
Oh my
that?
god, are we taking? Yeah, honestly,
Oh,
I need to do auditions. So like, come
yes.
through, boo, come through.
Scream is one of those ones that I really want to do, but we really gotta have a big ass
Ah,
cast. for
yes,
that.
Matthew.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
We got a
gotta
lot of
nail
people
it.
for that.
We gotta do that one. That was like one of the ones we actually started talking about when Joni came up with this idea.
Yes,
We're letting you in on some behind the scenes ish right now.
yes. My beautiful Joni came up with this idea, so I have to give credit where credit is due.
Oh, Shaim has a really good question there. You want to answer that one?
How do you guys get into character? What's each of your preparation
Ooh.
processes? When people ask me that question, I never know how to answer that. I'm not really someone that I'm not bragging, but I'm not someone that
I'm
really
not bragging. Just
preps like that. Unless it's
Just
a
jump
role
into
that
it.
is something like really dark, then I have to
I'm just a
like-
natural.
no, I have to like isolate and get into that headspace. But for something like Julie, I did not really need to do much prep.
Damn, Larry, you stole my answer.
What about you, Chris? We'll go in a line here.
Well, I would say I try to visualize whatever it is that I'm either gonna read or act out. So I just try
Yes.
to be creative in the mind and really try to believe it. Because when you believe in something, I think it just gives you more drive, you know. So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Okay.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay, Melissa.
Oh my god. You guys. I don't know. It was a little scary at first. I was a little intimidating. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be Helen. 'Cause it's like a completely different human being than what I am. Like I'm very like introverted and like Helen's all confident and pretty and the blonde, luscious hair, and like she's like such a strong female character. Like she's so assertive and sure of herself. So it's like
Yeah.
not gonna lie, it was a little scary, but it is fun to like play someone that's like the complete opposite of who I am, just even like stylistically and the hair and everything. I was like, oh
Yes.
yeah. Definitely going back and like rewatching a couple of her scenes because Sarah Michelle Gellar is our queen.
Yo,
Sarah
yeah,
Michelle,
yeah.
if you come across this, I apologize. I'm not an actress by any means, but I will try to do you justice, queen.
Girl, no, you are a queen. You're gonna crush it. Stop. We're being
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
Joni?
I'm naturally sarcastic, so Barry's not really of a stretch for me.
This is so true.
It just comes natural.
This role was meant for Joni. You guys will see.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Andy. Love to see you here always. I swear I am Casey. I know that opening line by line. I will dazzle you. Just wait. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm literally gonna like connect with you about this. Has anyone tried to be method for a role? I've never done that. I'm not a method actor.
What does that mean?
How do I explain what a method actor is? Kind of like somebody that really gets into the character and kind of lives their personal life as the character.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
It's like kind of like what Heath Ledger did with Joker.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
king. Use everything.
Oh, we will repeat our names once before we start. But Melissa, that's Melissa who's playing Helen.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Matthew explained method a little better than me, Chris, so you can read his comment. Okay, we have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Joni,
Let
don't
me
look
just go
scared.
No, I'm not.
Let me just go.
Okay, wait. I did see Matthew said above something about her sound is a little soft. Are you talking about me? Let me know. Boo. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Shaim. Matthew just asked the most dangerous question to a group of people who are all from New York. Sorry, Johnny.
Except for Joni.
Fucking Brooklyn. Sorry.
All right. I'm from Queens, but your girl is Puerto Rican. A Puerto Rican girl from Queens. Okay. Chris, where are you from?
Long Island.
Melissa.
I'm originally from Queens, and now I'm stuck living in Butt Crack, Florida. No, I'm just kidding. I live in Orlando, Florida now, but originally from Queens. A different beast.
Joni?
I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. Brazil, baby.
Yes, he is.
Get it.
Ooh, we have Queens in the building.
Melissa's sound is a little soft, but I think it's okay now. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Matthew, for clearing this up. Yes, Rocco, the narrator, definitely has a slight echo because we're in the same room.
Yeah, we're like literally like
Yes,
15 feet away
Five
from each
feet
other.
apart.
Long Island.
I hope
Matthew,
the
you're coming
echo
over
isn't
and
that
sleeping
bad.
over soon. You're
Oh,
coming
does
soon.
Matthew live here?
He lives down He's from Brooklyn.
Oh, I love it.
He's out by you guys. He's closer to you guys than he is to me.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
have to be friends.
That's what I was saying. He's the shit.
He's a sweetheart.
He really
Abs,
is. Yes, that's what he calls me. I know.
Joni, what's
He's
this
great.
word mean? The
What word?
Gatino?
Oh,
word?
gatinho. It means cute. It means you're cute.
Oh, cute.
Ooh.
I didn't know. I'm saying gatino. Like,
Gatino.
I'm saying it like a Puerto Rican person.
Gatino.
Love Rocco's accent.
You use it.
Thank you.
He's
I-
an Italian guy from Brooklyn.
Oh, I'm fucking Yoshi, the green lizard. The green lizard from Mario.
Oh, Matthew, you live in Ridgewood? We're literally so close. We're
Oh
so
shit,
close.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Come through, Bill. Call me Drew. I love it. Literally, I'm so happy that he wants to be a part of this.
Yes, I know. He's great. He's amazing.
I love it. Everyone has an amazing voice. Oh my gosh, thanks. Helen, your hair looks so good.
Oh my god, thank you. Amazon.
Queen shit.
Speaking of Loki, I gotta watch Loki. See episode 4. I'm behind. I think I'm watching it tonight later. Can't wait.
Oh no, don't start the Marvel Cinematic Universe discourse
All
here.
right,
Where
all right.
everybody's gonna get into a big fight.
Oh, it's gonna last a while.
I'm gonna go on a rant about the Love of My Life Sebastian Stan, but it's okay.
Nah, if you really want to hear a really annoying argument, just have me and Chris talk about Star Wars.
Star
We'll
Wars.
we'll be on here, but that'd be the whole live stream. Just us
Yeah,
arguing.
we could argue about
Yeah,
Star
but
Wars.
bro,
yeah.
did you read the book?
No.
I'm Brazilian too. Oh, nice to have you here.
Where does it say how many people we got? Where is this? I don't
At
know
the
these.
tippity
Ooh.
top,
At
honey.
the top.
Honey.
It doesn't tell me. No,
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm in love. You guys are so much fun. Oh my god. No
like-
Marvel discussions.
Like 30 movies and 17 TV shows. I'm not watching
It's
them.
okay.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay.
I can imagine.
Listen, there is some gold in there, I will tell you.
No, I can
Right?
imagine. I can imagine there is.
Yeah. We are staying strong. Lots of repeats in here. 3 Brazilians in the house. Ooh.
Ooh.
Look at you guys.
Okay.
Joni's teaching me some words in Portuguese, okay? I only know the bad ones, so I'm not going to say them here.
I'm not PG-13, baby.
Nothing about you is. Love me a Brazilian human being and
Celise is Brazilian. She won't admit it, but she is.
You say that to me all the time. I love that. Barry has a shirtless scene. Shall we be getting that today? Oh.
Sweet and spooky after dark.
Ooh.
What's the rating?
Joni, it's getting hot in here, Joni. Trying to get my kiddo to sleep, and of course she's fighting me tonight. Oh, Andy.
Oh, no.
Andy, I'm sorry. I hope she falls asleep soon.
Damn. You get these messages quick. I still haven't got that one.
I think I have a slight delay.
I think I am the one with the delay because I didn't get it yet.
No, with the chat. It was somebody, I think Jay told me that once before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let her watch. This will help her to have sweet dreams.
Oh, God.
If you guys could imagine another Scream Queen, and I know what you did last summer, who could you all imagine? I could imagine Neve Campbell in it.
I was
Ooh.
just thinking that.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
gonna
Denise
say-
Richards. I mean, she's not a scream queen, but she's
I'm
like.
gonna say Drew Barrymore. She is a Scream Queen. Come on.
I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good question.
Denise Richards, I would have had in this movie.
Ooh, that would have been good.
It would have
Denise
been hot.
Richards.
That would've been
Yeah.
And then there could have been like another like guy. Yeah.
You know who would have been good in this? Not really Scream Queen, but Michael Filson would have killed that.
Rocco.
Oh my
Who is
God.
that? I kind of forgot.
No, you know him. You've seen the movie. No, you've seen that movie. You've seen the movie. No, you've seen it. It's Melissa, I told you about it. It's
Princess
Days of Our Dreams. Or something. Was that the movie or something like that? Look it up on IMDb. You'll know the movie as soon as you see it.
Oh my god.
Chris, it's like an inside joke. He makes up these names of people and he goes, "Oh, look who's in this." Michael.
But it's
Filson."
very
I'm like,
convincing.
Yeah, no.
Like, when he says
Well, if
that.
you guys look in the background of the Helen scene, of the Helen death scene, Melinda Cardellino is in that.
Linda
Linda Cardellini.
Linda Cardellini.
Hold on. If we could recast this film, who would play Julie, Helen,
Oh.
Barry, and Ray? Let's answer this quickly.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would say Neve Campbell would probably be Julie. Not gonna lie.
But like, in today's like.
I think just in general, like from any era.
Oh, okay.
That's a good choice. That's a good
All right.
choice.
Yeah, Neve Campbell for Julie.
Florence Pugh as Elsa.
Oh my god. Great.
What the fuck?
Okay, so I would say Annie Murphy as Helen.
Ooh. But she looks like a mature late 20s, early 30s person.
You haven't seen Schitt's Creek.
I watch it with
I
you.
would say Annie Murphy.
Oh my god, yeah. Yo, I for a second I'm like, wait, I know that name.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's Alexis, duh.
It's Alexis. Who for Julie? I'm gonna still say Drew Barrymore. Sorry.
Oh, at any era? Like any era of the actor?
Yeah.
That was
I'm trying
bad.
to think
I'm
of
sorry,
I'm trying to think of male actors, and I forgot every male actor to exist. So like, give me 1 second.
I'm saying
God.
Dylan O'Brien for Ray. I don't know.
Oh my
why.
god, what about Dylan Minnette?
He's good.
He would have been
Yeah.
a good
I'm
Ray.
Dylan O'Brien.
That's
Okay,
a
good.
good.
Convincing because he
That's
looks a
a
little
good
like sus, so I can see.
Yes, Dylan Minnette gives me the creeps, but like in a nice way.
I love that kid
Yeah.
too.
I agree with that.
He's cute. Yeah, like
Oh my
He's
gosh!
cute.
And then we could like, I was gonna say, hold on, who's the? I'm mixing up Riverdale and 13 Reasons Why cast right now.
Dylan Minnette always looked like he just got done crying.
Oh my god, he does.
Doesn't he?
He's
Yo,
so
he's gonna
like
be in the
every
new Scream movie.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just gonna be lit. Yeah,
Wait,
I
I'm
can't
trying
wait
to
to talk
think.
about that afterwards.
Okay, so we're like solidifying this. So we got
Um,
Florence Pugh as Elsa. I'm down for that. That'd be hilarious.
I'm thinking for Barry. Who's the lead singer of Sum 41?
No.
No, Barry.
Oh my God, what about that guy Max Theriot or Theriot or whatever? He could play.
Oh, Max
He-
Thieriot?
Yes, he would slay that fucking role.
He totally would.
Yeah,
He plays a good asshole in Bates Motel.
yeah. Last movie I saw him in was House at the End of the Street, which is actually really good.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So Jennifer Lawrence from like a couple of years ago.
That was like when Jennifer Lawrence first started
Evan
like
Peters
blowing
would
up
be
like
good
big
too.
time.
Yeah.
Evan Peters, yes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
No, I can't
Peters?
see that. No.
Oh my!
100%.
Have you even seen anything with him in it?
I have
What?
Okay.
X-Men movies.
Oh,
it?
what?
American
Oh, God, no,
American
yeah,
Horror Story.
I was gonna say you
Boo.
cannot judge
Hold
that man off his
on.
X-Men movies. Sorry.
John
American Horror
Travolta's Ray
Story.
is amazing.
John
Yes.
Travolta.
Thank you. That is amazing. All right, if we're gonna do a late 70s version,
Oh my god.
As a Ray.
all right, but hear me out.
Okay, wait. Before we get this started, you guys, I have to pee. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Go do it.
I didn't say he wasn't good. I just
Oh, I
didn't
said
feel
I'll
like
be
he
right
was
back.
he wasn't right for this for the role of Barry.
Oh, there.
Cameo.
Well, tonight people
I
will see
agree.
a different side of Barry.
I guess we'll do some waiting music while.
Oh, please don't come with the elevator music.
Am I sleeping on him?
It's like my sleep paralysis music.
Oh my god, that'd be horrifying.
My favorite horror movie.
It sounds like every slow-mo Saska Sisters scene.
I'd probably say is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, I'm fucking Yoshi.
Oh my god, I'm back. Okay. Are we all feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Wait,
going to do another introduction so everybody has your names.
Celise, are we doing this live?
Fuck
Fuck
it.
it.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. Do it live.
Oh,
Okay, so if you just came into the stream, hello. My name is Celise, and this is the sweet and spooky Table Screams, a live reading of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I will be playing Julie. Chris is playing Ray. We have Rocco as the narrator, and Melissa as Helen, and Joni as Barry. If you would like to see who is playing the other characters, stay tuned. We are going to get right into it.
Thank you for coming out to I Know What You Did Last Summer, the third draft revised by all of us. Exterior dock night. A beautiful summer's night. The ocean is calm and still. Sitting at the edge of the dock is a man, late 20s. He sits shoulders slumped, feet dangling over the side. He swigs from a liquor bottle. From the pocket of his fishing slicker, he withdraws an object, a small metal medallion, round and turning, a trinket of sorts. Brush rustles behind him, and then a soft thump. Footsteps, maybe? The man turns, peering into the darkness. A moment, nothing. A noise of the night. He turns back to the water, and then suddenly fireworks explode in the distance, illuminating the sky, interrupting the night. Cut to exterior, Southport, night. A huge banner draped over the streets reads, Southport celebrates the 47th annual 4th of July Croaker Festival. Crowds of people dance and parade in the streets with huge, colorful fish atop their heads. Interior, town hall, same. How about a hand for our finalists? The crowd breaks into applause as 15 bikini-clad girls file onto the stage. Bob, the MC, a big burly man, guides them. A banner behind them reads, The Annual Miss Croaker Queen Pageant. 15 girls standing at attention, poised, nervous, excited. One girl, Helen Shivers, stands out from the others. She's more beautiful, confident, and sexy. Okay. Eyes of fire. She looks to the balcony above and gives a special wink. Interior, balcony, same. A small balcony overlooks the stage. It's been closed to the public, but three teens have made their way onto it and watch the pageant below. Julie James, played by Celise, 17, intense, intelligent, studies the scene.
God, look at her. She was born for this.
She's talking to Ray Bronson, played by Chris, 17, tall and lanky with a mischievous grin permanently attached to his face.
I had no idea her breasts were so ample.
She jabs him. He bumps into Barry Cox, played by Joni, 17, athletic and built, with an all-American look, a bit cocky.
She does those exercises that pump him up.
Julie rolls her eyes.
Guys, I'm on sexist overload as it is. Kill the commentary.
Back on stage, the master of ceremonies stands next to Helen. It's the final round, the moment when they ask for the big, self-serving, life-affirming question. In the spirit of Mother Teresa, what will your contribution to the community and the world at large be? Helen takes the microphone from him, steps forward, and addresses the audience with confident certainty.
Well, Bob, at summer's end, I plan to move to New York City. Well, I'll pursue a serious acting career. It is my goal to entertain the world through artistic expression. Through art, I shall serve my country.
Up in the balcony, Ray playfully rolls his eyes as Barry stares, invested in a sweet, almost romantic way.
Did you feed her this shit?
Work it, babe. Man, they're eating it up. She's incredible.
Interior stage later. And this year's Croaker Queen is... The final contestant stands in frenzied anticipation as the MC opens the envelope. Helen stays still, her nervous energy getting the best of her. It can't go to Diana. She stumbled over every word. It better not go to Sylvia, that bitch. Miss Helen Shivers! Julie, Ray, and Barry nearly leap from the rail in excitement, hooting, hollering, cheering her on. Back on stage, a diamond tiara is placed atop Helen's head by last year's outgoing Croaker Queen as a red satin sash is draped around her nearly naked body. She's handed a glittering scepter, and it's official. Helen Shivers is Miss Croaker Queen 1997. She's all tears. Exterior, Ollie's Oyster Bar, later. Barry and Ray lean against the rail overlooking the dance floor, just feet from the harbor behind them. Fishing trawlers and yachts line the docks. I almost turned from Boston there. Barry swigs from a bottle of beer as they look down on a brand new shining black BMW that sits in the parking lot.
2.8 liter, 6-cylinder, 190 horsepower, optional sunroof.
Dude, you cleaned up.
Ray admires the car, a tinge of envy in his eyes.
What did you get for graduation?
Nothing much. Just a private jet with a pilot.
And how many food stamps did they set your aunt back? Jesus, what's taking them so long?
He looks down to the crowded bar below. Ray shrugs.
Possibly deflating her breast?
It's fucked, man. I'm going to Boston U with your girl, and you'll be in New York with mine.
Dyslexic, huh?
We could swap, make it easier on everybody.
Agreed.
Barry becomes serious for a moment.
Or you could just keep an eye on Helen for me and make sure she's okay and stuff.
Ray eyes him. He means it.
I'll tell you what, you keep an eye on Julie, and I'll cover Helen.
A moment between friends. Barry smacks the back of his head, an act of love.
You're okay, you know what? When you first came here, I had my doubts about you, but you turned out all right.
You're a colossal influence.
Cut to exterior bathroom seconds later. Julie and Helen emerge from the mob oyster bar bathroom.
How's my hair?
Hurricane proof.
Hey, it's all about the hair. Don't you forget that. Especially when you become one of those big hotshot lawyer girls. Those professional women type thinks it's all about brains and ability and completely ignore the do.
Do is vital. Got it.
From the crowd emerges a frump woman in her 20s. She wears glasses and an attitude. Her name is Elsa, played by Joni. She accosts Helen in the most bitchy way imaginable.
You're riding with me. I'm going.
Tell Mom I'll be home late.
A hulk of a guy approaches with an apron and tray. This is Max, played by Melissa, 19, tad shady, but none too bright.
Hey, Julie, bought your shooter on the house.
Thanks, Max, but I have this mental block. I can't get past the slime.
On Helen and Elsa.
Is Little Miss Croker getting sauté tonight?
Twit with a wit.
Eat me.
Elsa, the bitch, storms off as Barry and Ray come down the stairs towards them. Back on Julie and Max.
Can I take you out sometime before you leave? Like a bon voyage thing?
I don't know, Max.
She smiles at him sweetly. She looks to Helen, who rolls her eyes.
Come on, we've been friends forever. You can't just leave without a farewell. What do you say?
Suddenly, Barry appears, snatching the shooter off Max's tray, proposing a toast. He's feeling the drinks.
A toast to us, to our last summer of immature adolescent decadence.
Barry slams the oyster back. The others roll their cynical eyes, but the corny toast works its charm. Max listens to all this, not taking his eyes off Julie. He's got a crush. Suddenly, Barry shoves him off, surprising him, sending him reeling.
Yo, chumbe, take a hike.
Max recovers instantly and dives for Barry. Ray intercepts, throwing himself between the two.
Easy, easy.
Play nice, boys.
Max lowers his fists as per Julie's request. Barry lunges at him again, but Ray holds him back.
Stop it, Bear.
They're just friends.
Come on, Bear. This is tired.
Barry realizes other people have taken notice. He eases up.
Hey, Ray, just taking care of your girl as I agreed.
Thanks, buddy. Now let's blow this joint.
Yeah, let's have a little joyride to Dawson's Beach.
Helen leads Barry off as Max casts deadly eyes. Julie smiles apologetically as they turn and leave. Exterior, road, minutes later. A long, deserted road. The ocean sparkles in the distance under a brightly lit moon. The BMW makes its way, weaving from side to side. Helen stands, sticking out of the sunroof. She waves her scepter into the air, performing.
I am a seagull.
Interior, BMW, same. Music blares from the speakers. Barry drives recklessly, crossing the line deliberately, laughing it up.
I thought you weren't going till August.
The coach gives freshmen a lead in. I'm going to kick some college ass.
Barry beats the dash, hollering. Helen falls down into her seat, spinning around a bit tipsy.
God, I'm going to miss you guys.
You promised no Malden theatrics.
But everything's ending.
We're evolving. It's just beginning.
I hate that.
Then we make a pact. Right here and now, no matter where we go, no matter what we do, no matter what happens, stick together.
Sounds good to me.
Ray looks to Julie, smiling.
Me too.
Barry lets out another rebellious holler, speeding up, honking the horn.
Slow down, Bear. You're going to be picking up highway trash.
Helen giggles as Barry speeds up faster. Through the windshield, a curve appears.
Jesus Christ, Reaper's curve! Slow down!
Julie hits him in the shoulder. Barry's having a blast and speeds up even faster. Helen's loving it too. She sways from side to side.
Prepare to die.
Soap opera crash.
Helen throws her arms up dramatically, emitting a shrill fake scream. Julie and Ray scream for real.
Ah!
At the last possible moment, Barry hits the brakes. Skirt! Exterior, road, same. The car skids around its curve, completely out of control. It swerves off the road, coming to an ultra-smooth stop at the edge of the cliff. Exterior, dock, same. The dock sits below. Headlights stream from off the edge of the cliff as a man's figure stares up at the road above. In his hands, the medallion dangles in the wind. Cut to interior, car, same. Dead silence. Julie and Ray are frozen stiff. Barry takes a swig of Jim Beam, eyeing them in the mirror.
You guys should get out more.
You're an asshole.
Julie is livid.
It's okay. We're all right.
Who's the asshole? You got in a car with a drunk driver. You should know better, little miss. I got a scholarship for being so smart.
People die on this curve all the time.
That's the name. Reaper's Curve. Duh.
Barry puts the car in gear, giving Helen a conspiratory wink. She suppresses a giggle as Barry continues down the road, only much saner this time. Julie has gone quiet. She sinks into the back seat, into the comfort of Ray's arms. Exterior campfire later. A campfire burns in the private section of the beach. The two couples huddled around it, intertwined, listening to Ray spin a spooky tale.
The boy and girl are making out when they hear on the radio that a lunatic killer has escaped from an insane asylum, and he has a long, sharp hook for a hand.
Barry brings the Jim Beam to his lips.
Dude, you're telling it wrong.
Shut up. And the girl gets scared and wants to leave, and the boy, all hot and bothered, gets pissed and peels out.
No. That's not the way it goes. See, they run out of gas, and a guy goes for help, and a girl stays in the car and hear this scratching sound on the roof.
No. It's not a scratching sound. It's more of a drip, drip, drip.
No, it's scratching because the guy has been hung from a tree limb, and his feet are scratching against the roof.
No, not how it happened. He's been decapitated and the blood from his severed neck drips on the roof. Drip, drip.
No. He wasn't decapitated. He was gutted with the hook. That's the way I heard it.
Look, you're all wrong. They get to the girl's house, and they find the lunatic's bloody hook in the car door. That's the original story. That's the way it really happened.
Okay, none of it really happened. It's a bullshit ghost story to begin with.
No, it's not. It's true.
I don't think so, Ray.
I swear it.
Julie sits up.
Please, it's a fictional story created to warn girls of the dangers of having premarital sex.
Well, actually, honey, and you know how terrified I am of your IQ, but I have to disagree. It's really an urban legend, American folklore, and they all usually originate from some real-life incident.
Silence. No one can argue with that. It even sounds a little creepy. Julie eyes Ray critically. He gives her a wink. Exterior beach much later. The near full moon illuminates the beach. Helen dances around with sparklers in each hand. The tiara sits atop her head. She performs for Barry, who lies in the sand watching her. They're alone.
By that time, I'll be finishing my 2-year contract on guiding light, coinciding with your first year of starting quarterback for the Steelers.
Cowboys.
Whoever. Then we'll elope in the Cayman Islands, Europe, somewhere. I don't know. Where you impregnate me with the first of our 3 children.
She collapses on top of him, showering his face with kisses.
And then you'll head off to rehab. And we'll live happily ever. Blah, blah.
Barry lunges up with a second wind, kissing her hard. He rolls her over and begins to devour her. That's the actual line, by the way. Exterior, elsewhere on the shoreline. Same. Julie, alone, walks to the water's edge. The ocean is calm, peaceful. She looks around, her eyes combing the beach.
Right? Ray, where'd you go?
She stares down her reflection, rippling in the surf, when a man appears behind her, grabbing her. She spins around, screaming, to find just Ray. One of his fingers curled into a hook.
I'm going to hook you.
She laughs, falling into his arms, knocking him backwards onto the sand. She tumbles down on top of him, kissing him.
You don't really believe that crap, do you?
Julie kisses him playfully. They roll over in the sand, frolicking.
But it's true.
Please, the hook is merely a phallic symbol,
Oh, really?
which is ultimately castrated.
Ray winces. Julie kisses him again. They break, face to face, her eyes penetrating his.
God, I'm gonna miss you.
You don't have to. You can still ditch Boston and come to New York with me.
We can't all sit in a village coffee house and ramble esoterically on our laptops. There's just not enough room.
See, nobody gets me the way you do.
I understand your pain.
Precisely.
Julie holds him tight, completely serious.
I hate this. You're gonna go off and fall for some head shaven, black wearing, tattoo covered, body piercing philosophy student?
Sounds attractive.
And I'll never see you again.
Hey, did you know the success rate of high school sweetheart relationships is much higher than any other type of relationship?
Cite your source.
He takes her hand and places it on his chest at his heart. They stare at each other intensely. Julie's hand begins to fuss with the buttons on his shirt.
Take it off.
Ray eyes her, surprised.
Are you sure?
She looks at him. Her eyes have never been so sure. They melt into each other's arms. Exterior beach later. It's late. The party is over. Helen is fighting a sloppy, drunk Barry for his keys. There's no way he can drive.
Give me the keys, man meat. You're toast.
Barry swings the air.
No, nobody drives my car but me.
I know, baby, but the Croaker Queen has to get home now.
Julie and Ray appear out of the darkness, arm in arm, blissful. Bed hair. Barry waves out of control. Helen moves in for support, stumbling to the car with him. She reaches into his coat pocket.
No, you don't.
But she's too fast for him. She swipes his keys and tosses them to Ray, who nabs them.
No, give me my fucking keys.
You're trash, pal.
Come right in the back with me. I'll let you do things to me.
Helen guides him to the car.
Nobody drives my car. You got that shit, Smear?
Loud and clear. Get in the
They
car.
help him in. They help him into the back seat. Helen slides in after him. Julie winks at Ray. They all load into the car. Exterior road later. The BMW travels back down the long, deserted road towards town. Interior BMW. Ray is behind the wheel. Julie is beside him. Helen and Barry in the back. Barry has gathered his second wind. He reaches for his bottle.
You can drive for shit.
Julie turns to Barry.
Can you say alcoholic?
Barry opens the sunroof and stands up, sticking out of it.
Hey, don't do that.
Barry protrudes from the sunroof, guzzling his Jim Beam.
Barry, come back inside.
Barry, in his fun-loving stupor, pulls a Roman candle from his jacket and lights it. He holds it, aiming it ahead of him. Balls of colors shooting out into the night. He looks ahead, having a blast.
Oh no, Reaper's curve.
Ray maneuvers around the curve. Barry staggers above, dropping the Jim Beam. The bottle falls down into the car, hitting Ray's shoulder, sending it spewing forth all over the car.
Ugh, Barry.
It splashes Julie, the dashboard, and the seats. Julie and Ray both reach for the spewing bottle when
Watch out!
Ray looks up through the windshield. Something's in the middle of the road. Bam! The BMW smashes into it, sending it up and above and over the car. It slams into Barry, knocking him back. Ray pulls the wheel sharply, sending the car spinning. Exterior road, same. Barry is plastered to the roof of the car, holding on for dear life as the car spins wildly before coming to a jerking halt. Barry falls into the back seat, his face terrified. Blood streaked across it. A moment of silence.
Jesus. Fuck. Shit.
What was that?
I don't know.
Is everybody okay?
I think it was an animal.
Helen sees Barry's bloody face. She screams.
Oh my God, you're bleeding.
Barry wipes at it, sobering up fast, realizing.
It's not mine.
It must have been a dog or something.
Barry's face turns livid.
Jesus Christ, my fucking car!
Julie throws the door open and races out. The others follow suit. Exterior road. The car is half on, half off the road. Barry runs around to the front of the car. The front of the grill is busted and coated in blood.
Ray, you fuck. Can't you look where you're going?
Ray is frazzled.
It came out of nowhere. I didn't see it.
Julie inspects the grill.
A dog couldn't have done that.
Huh. A fucking deer could.
Barry staggers towards Ray, ready to strike him.
You dropped your bottle. I was trying to.
My dad is gonna freak on my ass.
Come on, Barry. It was an accident. Leave him alone.
Where is it?
They all look at Julie. She stands in the middle of the road.
If it was a deer, where is it?
They join Julie. the four of them silhouetted in the headlights.
Maybe it ran off.
I hope he didn't kill it.
Fuck that, let's go.
They start back for the car when Julie loses her footing, stumbling over something. She looks down to see a man's boot. Julie kneels down and picks it up. They all stare at it. A moment as the realization overcomes them.
Oh God.
No way.
But I thought,
I didn't see it.
There's no way.
Oh my God. This isn't happening.
Barry runs back to the car and pops the trunk. He withdraws a couple of flashlights. He throws one to Ray.
Take that side.
The four split up on either side of the road, combing it, looking in the ditch and brush. Panic is set in. Helen is near, hysterical, crying, sobbing almost.
Helen, will you get a grip?
Julie holds on to Ray as they move down the road. The flashlight is casting a single ray into the night.
Please.
And then she sees it first. Lying just off the road, half in the ditches. A body. Baron and Helen come running. All eyes go on it as the four of them stand, frozen, thunderstruck, staring down the shape in front of them.
I couldn't see. I swear.
Oh my God.
is he dead?
I don't know.
Check his pulse.
No way, man. You do it.
You're the one who rammed him.
Just do it. He can still be alive. He needs help.
No one wants to go near it. Finally, Ray takes a step forward, moving slowly to the body, kneeling down beside it. The man is large before him. He wears a dark slicker. Ray finds him. Ray finds the man's wrist, checking his pulse, fingers shaking furiously. The others stand back. No one wants to watch. A moment. And then Ray's face collapses. He looks at Barry.
I think he's dead.
Fuck!
Oh my God.
Who is he?
I can't tell. His face is all messed up.
What the fuck was he doing out here?
We gotta call the police. Get an ambulance out here.
Helen races to the back of the car, distressed.
Hey, what's the hurry? The guy's dead.
You're not a doctor. You don't make that decision.
Barry paces furiously.
Use your brain, Julie. We call the police and we're fucked.
It was an accident.
Ray stands, his face scared.
Let's think about this a minute.
Julie goes ballistic.
Think about what? He was crossing the road in the middle of the night. It was an accident. You weren't drinking or speeding.
There's Jim Beam all over the car.
But you're sober.
They'll never believe I was driving.
It's my car. They'll nail my ass.
No, that's not true.
Are you kidding me? Look at me. I'm drunk as shit. I'm fucked.
Barry hits himself in the head several times hard. Helen goes to him, near delirious.
We'll tell the police the truth. They'll believe us, won't they?
It's manslaughter at best. We're gonna fry no matter who takes the fall.
An idea storms Barry.
Then we leave. Right now.
Are you crazy?
Think about it. He's already dead. There's nothing we can do to bring his ass back.
We can't leave him here.
Tell me, little Miss Prelaw, what's the charge for manslaughter?
You're not thinking clearly. You're drunk.
Helen steps forward tentatively.
Bear's right, Julie. No one's seen us. We could leave right now.
Julie tries to reason with them to put an end to this madness.
What about the evidence?
Ray's at the front of the car, checking it out. Hysteria abounds.
The grill's busted. There's blood everywhere.
We can clean it up.
Listen to yourselves. We're going to the police.
We don't have time for your shit. We gotta move fast.
Let's try to stay calm. Focus.
Don't you get it? If there's some of him on the car, there's some of the car on him. They'll trace it back to you. You're looking at hit and run.
Then we dump the body.
Barry is raging. Julie's face drops in shock, nearly laughing.
You've lost it.
Helen pipes in, her face near tear-streaked.
Let's just pretend we were never here.
We could drag him to the water and dump him in. They wouldn't find him for weeks, and by that time all the evidence will be washed away.
If they found him at all, the currents are strong. The undertow could carry him out to sea.
Julie stares Ray down, disgusted he's even considering this.
I won't be any part of it.
Helen moves to the car. Ray approaches Julie, his voice soft and serious.
I'm scared, Julie. I'm not like the rest of you. I don't have the family or the money to pull me out of this. Please.
Barry stands over the body, his flashlight casting an eerie glow on him.
This is your future, Julie. Think about it. College, a scholarship. He's already dead. And if we go to the police, we're dead too.
This gives Julie pause. He's gotten to her. Suddenly, in the distance, headlights appear.
Oh, fuck.
Shit, what do we do?
Ray, give me a hand.
Barry and Ray, like teamwork, grab the body and drag it completely off the road. The headlights come closer. Julie squints to see an old pickup truck making its way to them. They get the body on the side of the road. Barry kneels down in front of it, pushing it into the ditch.
Shit, they're slowing down. Who is it?
The truck is nearly on them. Julie recognizes the driver.
It's Max.
Jesus, fuck, get rid of him.
The truck pulls alongside of them. Julie moves out to meet it, her face deliberating, calculating. Max sticks his head out of the window, always happy to simp her.
Hey, Julie, what's the matter? Car trouble?
Actually,
Julie looks back to Ray. His eyes plead with her.
it's Barry. He's had too much to drink, and we're trying to keep the upchuck out of the new car.
Max looks to the ditch. Barry, on cue, bends over, retching. Max eyes the BMW. He sees the dented grill.
Guess it's not so new anymore.
Don't drink and drive.
Daddy's gonna be mad.
What can I do for you, Max?
Ray steps in, blocking the view of the car.
You can wipe that my shit don't stink right off your face.
Okay, Max. Will do. Have a good night.
You almost got that rich boy act down, Ray.
We'll be seeing you, Max.
Oh, yeah. See you, Julie.
He takes one last look around. Barry in the ditch, Helen leaning over him, Julie, her face nervous. Max shakes his head, disgusted with them. He hits the gas, taking off. Exterior, water's edge, minutes later. Ray and Barry drag the man's body through the brush. Helen leads the way with a flashlight while Julie picks up the rear. She holds her own flashlight, keeping her distance.
Even if his body washes ashore in the next couple of weeks, he will be eaten by crabs. Maybe we'll get even lucky with a shark.
They move quickly, fueled by fear. Exterior dock. The dock from before. Water crashes against it as the four appear with the body in tow.
Okay, put him down.
They lay the body down at the edge of the dock. Julie notices a marking on the man's forearm, a tattoo, the face of a young girl with the name Susie printed under it. This small detail pierces her.
Let's do it.
Barry starts to roll him overboard.
Wait,
What?
should we check his pockets for a wallet? Like, see who he is?
I don't want to know.
Let's just pretend he's some escaped lunatic with a hook for a hand, and we're doing everybody a favor. Where's his boot?
Julie holds it up. Barry grabs it, then leans down to the man's foot. He quickly, decisively slides it on. Silence. Barry wipes the sweat from his brow.
Okay, help me, Ray.
Julie grabs his arm, holding him back. He looks at Julie.
I don't think I can, Barry.
Shit, we agreed.
It's not too late, Bear. We can still.
Shut up, okay? Just shut up.
Oh, Christ already. I'll do it.
Helen kneels down quickly and pushes on the man's body when the man's hand unexpectedly grabs hold of her. Helen screams as the man lifts up, his face bloody raw. He's alive. Barely. Helen fights him off as Barry tries to pry the hand loose. Ray jumps down to help.
Get him off me.
The man goes down over the side, taking Helen with him. Suddenly, Julie swipes at the man's bloody head with her flashlight. The man releases Helen, who falls back into the water, slowly sinking below the surface. They all look down to see his hand disappear below the water's surface, holding an item. Helen's shiny diamond tiara.
Shit!
Barry lunges for it, but it's useless.
We're screwed.
In a split second, Barry
Give me the
dives
fucking
in.
flashlight.
In a split second, Barry dives in. As he waves his arm frantically, his hand gets tangled in kelp. He turns, smashing right into the man. Barry reels backwards, nearly choking. Barry reaches for the tiara and pries it loose when suddenly the man's eyes open. Barry freaks, rearing backwards. He bolts upward to the surface, but he's yanked back down. Barry, nearly out of air, kicks the man and fights his way out of the kelp. Barry breaks the surface, gasping, sucking air. Ray reaches for him. They watch as the man sinks to the bottom of the bay.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Exterior road, seconds later. Barry marches frantically to the car. The others scurry around him, trying to keep up with his pace.
Okay, we're gonna go home now and never, ever speak about this again. Is that clear?
Barry is dead serious. He looks to Helen, who cries silently to herself.
Ellen,
I'll never ever say anything.
They get to the car. Barry turns to Ray and Julie.
we make a pact. Right here and now, we take this to the grave.
Ray nods in agreement. Barry stares at Julie. She remains silent.
Julie,
She looks at them all in contempt. A moment. Then she half nods. Barry rages.
don't fucking nod your head. You say it.
Yeah, okay.
Barry grabs her by the neck, shoves her into the car.
Whoa, come on, man.
We take this to the grave. Let me hear it.
Let her go.
Please, Bear.
I need to hear her say it. Say it, Julie.
Julie doesn't flinch. She stares back at all of them, pure disgust.
Okay, Barry, we take this to the grave.
He releases her, moving to the car. Ray approaches her.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
She slides away from him. She knows better. The car drives off into the night. On a shrub in the ditch by the side of the road, a small object, a trinket of sorts, can be seen illuminated in the moonlight. A tiny metal medallion, coated in blood, spinning, whistling in the wind. Fade out. 1 year later, interior, Boston University, morning. A typical girl's dorm room. Drab walls, industrial strength furniture. A suitcase sits at the edge of the bed, packed and ready. At a desk against the wall sits a girl at her computer. She appears frail and thin. Her hands rest on the keypad, unmoving.
Hey, time to go.
This stirs the girl from her trance. She turns to reveal a face that, to put it mildly, has seen better days. It's Julie. She's looking beat. Deb, played by Melissa, enters, same age, bubbly, full of energy, a direct contrast.
Move your tired, ugly ass. We're late.
Julie moves her suitcase sluggishly.
I'm not going. I changed my mind.
Jesus Christ, you look like a ghost, Jewel. Drag your corpse to the car and let's go.
Don't make me.
I'm driving 2 hours out of my way to Bumblefuck and all you do is complain? Girl, it's the summer. Go home. Do something. Have a fling with your high school crush. Something. Anything.
Julie manages a smile. Interior, car, midday. Deb and Julie sit in the car. 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton plays softly in the background. In the distance, a familiar old dock is seen jetting out over the water. Repressed memories rush back to Julie. Exterior, sidewalk, late afternoon. Julie sits down on the sidewalk, staring at the modest middle-class house in front of her. A long moment. She doesn't move. Interior, Julie's house, minutes later. Julie sets her bags down as she enters her childhood home.
Is that you, Julie?
Julie winces at her mother's voice. The kitchen door bursts open as Julie's mother, Mrs. James, played by Chris, appears.
Welcome home, dear.
She grabs Julie, hugging her hard, holding back tears.
I've missed you so much.
Julie squeezes her mother back, relaxing for a moment in the comfort and safety of her arms. Interior, dining room later. Julie and her mom sit at the dining room table. Julie eats quietly while her mom rambles on nervously.
How's the snapper? I wanted monk, but it's been a bad season. Fishing isn't what it used to be. Are you on drugs?
Julie swallows.
What?
I was trying to surprise you. I wanted an honest reaction.
No, Mom. No drugs.
Mrs. James stands and carries their plate to the kitchen.
Then what's wrong? You look like death.
Yeah, well, I had a rough year.
Julie stands and moves to the living room. Interior living room, same. Julie stares at a bookshelf. It looks like a shrine to Julie. Among the items on the shelf is a picture. Her and her arms wrapped tightly around an older man with a kind face. Her father. Julie shuts her eyes. Mrs. James appears from the kitchen. She holds an envelope in her hand.
You have some mail. A letter came today. No report card, though. That came last week.
Uh-oh. Julie turns to her immediately on the defense.
Look, Mom, I know it looks bad, but the summer session actually went really well.
Well, it would have to, dear, because according to the dean of Boston University, you have only one more chance.
It's not that serious, really.
What happened to my daughter? You go away. You don't call or visit?
Mrs. James points to the bookshelf.
What happened to this girl? All her plans, her future. This isn't what your father and I wanted for you. If you need help, let's get it.
Julie nods reluctantly, giving in. It's all she knows to do.
I'll make an appointment. Pamela recommends a woman downtown.
Julie nods again. Mrs. James returns to the kitchen, leaving the letter on the table. Julie picks it up. There's no return address. Julie pulls out a single sheet of paper, unfolds it, reads it, and almost loses her dinner. The handwritten letter reads, I know what you did last summer. Fear races across Julie's face. Her mother reappears in the doorway.
Is everything all right?
Do you know who delivered this? There's no postmark or return address.
Your guess is as good as mine. Why? What does it say?
Nothing.
Julie moves past her, down the hall, trying to remain calm in her mother's presence. Interior bedroom late night. A girl's room, bright and pinkish. Everything is a reminder of the old Julie. Julie lies in the bed, staring at the ceiling. Thump! Julie jumps up, startled by the noise. She sits up, facing the window, peering out into the dark night. Exterior, Julie's house. Morning. Julie emerges from the front door. Morning has come, but the summer sun has been replaced by a dark and gray sky. Julie hops into her car, starts it up, and heads down the street. Exterior, Shivers department store. Day. Julie's car comes to a stop in front of a huge, old-timey, all-purpose department store that sits in the middle of town square. Interior, back room. Seconds later, two guys, are busy at work, loading up an elevator in the back room of Shivers department store. Elsa, the bitch, bosses them around. She appears a year older, but still a bitch.
Guys, easy. It's called glass. It breaks.
Her two tortured employees pull the rope pulley as the elevator disappears to the second floor as Elsa moves out to a door into the main store showroom. Elsa moves through the store, passing a makeup counter and a sales clerk bent over, busy at work. She looks towards the front of the door to see Julie waving at her. Elsa crosses to her. No smile, completely expressionless.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
Hi, Elsa. I need to get a hold of Helen. I thought maybe you could give me her New York number.
This makes Elsa smile, an amused, bitchy smile.
Her New York number?
I need to speak to her.
Fact check, Julie. Helen doesn't have a New York number. If you need to speak to her, I suggest you try Women Fragrances 10 feet to your left.
Elsa turns and points, thoroughly enjoying Julie's surprise. Julie looks to the fragrance counter, her eyes shocked to find Helen, the sales clerk, stands behind the counter adjusting a perfume display, her hands moving quickly, nervously. Her once classic looks now seem harsh and stark under her mask of heavy makeup.
Frightening, isn't it?
Helen looks up and spots Julie, and for the first time in probably a long time, smiles.
Julie? Oh my God!
Elsa takes off, leaving Julie and Helen alone. An awkward moment as Julie moves closer. Helen's hands tremble.
When did you get home?
Yesterday.
It's so good to see you. I missed.
Helen, in a flash, knocks the display over. Perfume samples crash into the counter. Helen clenches her jaw, a nervous tick.
What happened to New York?
I went for a while. Things didn't really work out, but I plan to go back eventually.
Julie understands all too well, but she refuses to respond emotionally. Instead, she pulls a letter from her jacket and hands it to Helen.
Someone sent this to me.
Helen takes the letter and opens it up. She goes numb.
Somebody knows, Helen.
But how?
I don't know.
Helen takes a deep breath and looks around, making sure they can't be heard.
You were so careful.
Were we? I mean, what if someone saw us? What if someone else was there that night?
Oh, I mean, it's been a year.
I don't know.
Helen peeks at the letter again.
Has Barry seen this?
Julie shakes her head. Exterior Barry's house later. Julie and Helen move across the lawn of a very expensive McMansion. Helen appears pensive, uptight. She lights a cigarette feverishly.
Do you ever see Barry at school?
It's a big campus. Are you sure he came home?
Saw his car the other day at the gym.
Did you guys spray?
Hey, what are you two doing here?
Julie and Helen look up to find Barry staring down at them from the house's upper deck. He looks 1 year older, but solid, fit, and as handsome as ever. No scars apparent. I don't know why they specified that.
Hi, Bear.
Exterior, upper deck, 2 minutes later. A large open deck, adorned with expensive patio furniture. The open sea stretches out beyond it. Barry has read the letter. He shoves it back at Julie.
So someone knows.
Keep it down.
Barry looks towards the glass door where his mother is within earshot. He closes the door.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing. This is nothing. I know what you did last summer. Oh, what a crock of shit.
We need help.
I'll say. You two should look in the mirror. You look like shit run over twice.
You're a prick.
Barry is taken back by Helen's fire.
We can't just ignore it.
Oh, come on, Julie. How do you know it's even related? You did a lot of things last summer.
Only one murder comes to mind.
Barry's hand curls into a fist.
You shut the fuck up. We didn't murder anyone.
He was still alive when we dumped him in the water.
Do we have to rehash this? It was an accident. Okay, the guy was in the middle of the road.
His name was David Gregg.
Who?
David Gregg. 3 weeks after his body was caught in a scallop net not far from Miller's Dock. It was in the paper. The police called it an accidental drowning.
The room goes silent.
So you can call it an accident all you want, but he died because of us. That is certain.
What about Ray? Has he seen this?
I haven't seen Ray since last summer. We broke up. Last I heard, he was up north working.
Barry's getting really annoyed by all of this.
Okay, let's suppose somebody else was there that night. Why send a letter 1 year later? It's probably just a crack fucking around.
Then it dawns on them at the same time. Barry and Julie's eyes meet. They're thinking the same thing.
It's
Max?
Interior pub later. A bartender, Ollie, played by Chris, slams a mug on the table. Barry, Julie, and Helen all nod in unison.
Well, now, I reckon he's in his house out back.
thanks a lot, but
Barry drops a $10 bill in the tip jar and turns around to the girls.
I'll be right back.
They nod as he heads towards the back door. Interior ice house. Minutes later. Bam! Max slams into a block of ice.
Jesus Christ, Barry, what the?
Barry rages, throwing his weight against Max, holding him down. Grabbing a hook from the wall, he forces it against Max's face.
I thought you just wanted to talk.
Look, you shit. We got your little letter.
Letter? What are you talking about? Get off me.
Fuck with me. You saw us that night.
Saw you? What the fuck are you on, man?
Barry presses the hook into Max's face, its pointed end pricking Max's cheek. A small drop of blood blossoms.
I'm gonna say this once. I'll fucking kill your ass. I got no problem with that. You understand me?
Get the fuck off of me.
Understand?
All right. Let up, man.
Barry releases him, dropping the hook onto the floor. He storms out of the ice cooler. Max stumbles to his feet.
Motherfucker, I'll call the cops on your quarterback college ass.
He kicks the fish hook and it slides to the other side of the room until, slam, a foot stomps on it, stopping it. Standing in the doorway that leads to the dock is the fisherman. Dun dun dun. Well, his silhouette at least. His hooded slicker hides his face. A familiar medallion dangles from his hand. Max is startled but eases up, recognizing him.
Jesus, man, you scared the shit out of me.
Max has had enough for one day. He heads for the door as the fisherman picks up the hook. Exterior boardwalk, same. The crowded boardwalk. Julie and Helen try to keep up with Barry's hurried pace.
Did he admit to the letter?
He won't bother you anymore.
What did you do?
I took care of it.
How?
Barry stops, turning to Julie.
I scared the shit out of him, okay?
Julie is skeptical. In that moment, a tall, towering figure appears behind her.
Well, I'll be damned.
Julie spins around to find Ray standing behind her. He wears a green fisherman's slicker. His face appears older, rougher. His appearance almost takes her breath away.
Ray? Hi.
Julie,
I didn't know you were back in town.
I just docked for a few days.
An awkward silence. No one knows what to say after all this time.
So, Ray grew up to be a fisherman, huh?
Almost a year now. I work on that blue one over there.
Julie only half looks at the big trawler he points at in the harbor. Ray's presence has unnerved her.
That's nice. I'm out of here. You guys have a nice life.
Barry shoves off. He's not interested in any reunion. Ray looks to Julie timidly.
Got a minute?
Helen gets the hint. She begs off.
I've got to get back to work. Call me, Julie. We'll get together.
Okay, sure.
A moment, both knowing it won't happen. Helen saunters off, leaving Julie and Ray alone.
I was hoping I'd see you. God, you're as pretty as ever.
She tries to ignore the compliment.
We need to talk.
Exterior, boardwalk, minutes later. Ray leans against the rail holding the letter. Julie watches his face as he reads it.
And you think Max sent it?
Barry does. I don't know.
Ray hands the letter back to Julie. Then he begins loading a dolly with crab crates.
You know how he feels about you guys. Max is probably just screwing around. He doesn't have much else to do, you know?
Maybe.
How's school been?
So, you're a fisherman?
Prophecy fulfilled. I've become my father.
Julie silently chuckles. Silence. Being together is clearly painful for both of them. Julie takes the letter from him and folds it up as if to leave.
I'm only here for a week. I thought we could get together. Maybe?
Ray smiles at her nervously, trying hard to make some contact.
I don't think so, Ray.
Julie starts to leave. Ray blocks her path, his face tortured.
I've thought a lot about last summer. I know you hold me responsible for what happened.
She eyes him, unflinching.
I don't. I'm responsible for my own actions. And I don't blame you, Ray, but I don't want to know you either.
With that said, she pushes by him, marching off into the crowded streets. Exterior, gym, minutes later. Barry's BMW sits in front of an old fishing plant that's now been converted into a gym. It sports a new grill. Interior, workout floor, same. Barry, in an emotional rage, bench presses at a massive amount of weight. He's clearly compensating. Cut to Barry now on a treadmill. He runs, looking less angry and more desperate. Cut to Barry sitting on a new machine, staring out at the window at the dock between. It's late, and the gym is starting to clear out. He looks distant. Cut to interior locker room, night. Barry stands in an open locker. His Letterman jacket hangs prominently inside with his other things. A sweaty Barry undresses when he hears a rustling behind them. He turns.
Hello?
There's no one there. He moves around to a new row of lockers. The place seems completely empty. He lets it go. Interior showers a minute later. Barry stands nude under the shower, steam rising around him. Suddenly, a shadow moves along the wall. Barry sees it, turns quickly.
Hello?
No one's there. Interior locker room a minute later. Barry walks to his locker, drying himself with a towel. He looks to his locker to find a small picture has been shoved in its door. He rips it off, curious. It's a snapshot of his BMW parked in the gym parking lot. He turns it over, scribbled on the back of the words,
No.
I know. He turns quickly and races through the locker room, looking for whoever left this for him, his anger mounting. He searches for the locker room, row after row, but no one's there. He returns to his locker. The door is open. His Letterman jacket is now gone.
Fuck.
Barry grabs his clothes, dressing furiously. Vroom, vroom, the car revs from outside. Barry barrels out of the doors. Barry comes barreling out of the doors, stopping dead in his tracks to find an empty parking lot. His car is gone.
Motherfucker.
Vroom, vroom, Barry looks up to find his car. Halfway up the road, Barry's face is riddled. He moves to it hurriedly. As he gets closer, the headlights flick on, shining in Barry's face.
Max, you're a dead man.
Just then, the car guns backwards in reverse down the road towards Barry. He reaches the car, and in a split second, it accelerates forward, right at him. Barry bolts, moving around a fishboat that sits up on a dry dock. He slips through the pilings, just missing that being rammed into the boat. Feet pounding, Barry charges for the boardwalk, trying desperately to outrun the car as it speeds towards him. He crosses over to the boardwalk, but comes up to a dead end. Barry turns to see the car on the other side, egging him on. He tries to make out who's driving, but it's too dark. All he can see is a slicker. The car revs. Barry makes a run for it, but the car has him. It hits the gas, plowing into him, sending him crashing through the crab pots, into the billboard, through it, and onto the boardwalk below. Barry lays on the boardwalk floor, in and out of consciousness. The driver approaches. All he can see is that damn slicker.
What do you want? Please, please.
The figure doesn't answer, just continues approaching.
I'm sorry, we didn't mean it.
The figure raises the fishhook. It drops towards Barry's head. Blackout. Interior hospital room, morning. Barry lies in a hospital bed alive, heavily bandaged with a large cast on his arm and a gash on his head. He's sleeping more peacefully than he has a right to. Barry's parents sit cornered as the doctor, played by Celise, explained the situation.
He apparently tried to kill himself. The police pulled him from his car. He rammed it head-on into a storefront. His right arm was shattered in 7 places.
Christ, is there anything you can do? That's his throwing arm.
With all due respect, Mr. Cox, I'm a bit more concerned with your son's mental health than I am with his football career.
Of course, doctor.
Mrs. Cox, also played by Chris for some reason, throws cold eyes at her husband. Interior hospital hallway, same. Elevator doors open and Julie steps out, immediately spotting a policeman standing at the nurse's station. Suddenly, a hand grabs her shoulder. She spins around, nearly leaping from her skin. It's Helen and Ray.
What happened?
Interior hospital room, later. Barry is very much awake. He lies in bed, restless and pissed. Julie and Helen are on either sides of him. Ray's on the phone. Emotions are high.
No, for the 40th fucking time, I couldn't see his face.
Ray hangs up the phone, turning to the others.
Max didn't show up for work today.
It wasn't Max.
How can you be sure? You didn't see his face.
It's time for the police.
And what are they gonna do besides arrest us?
Hello, we have no choice. Someone tried to kill you last night. We have to go to the police.
No, he wasn't trying to kill me. If he wanted me dead, he could have done it. He's fucking with us.
Who is?
I don't know, some guy in a slicker.
That narrows it down. This being a quaint little fishing village and all.
And since you bring it up,
Barry stands Ray down.
we all know you have a slicker.
Fuck you. You're not going to throw this on me.
Julie intercedes.
Enough, Barry. It wasn't Ray. He's not even capable of something like that.
Yeah,
Just because I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth?
you were a fucking lowlife when you came here.
Fuck you.
Come on, guys, don't.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Maybe we should come clean. We'll go to the police and get it over with. Take our punishment.
No, we made a pact. We made a pact, and we're gonna keep it.
But that's insane now, Barry. The secret is killing us.
Speak for yourself. I was doing fine before last night.
Really? Then what happened in Boston last semester when you were rushed to the infirmary to have your stomach pumped?
Barry goes pale.
How do you know about this?
It was all over campus in an hour, Barry.
That was an accident, okay?
An accident? How do you accidentally swallow a pharmacy? Oh, Barry, you pretend to be so on top of it, but you are just as fucked up as the rest of us.
Barry goes quiet. She's busted him. Helen is dumbfounded.
Barry, did you really?
He turns from them and stares out the window.
I'm not going to the police, and you're not either.
A threat. Simple. Direct.
Please, Barry, we can put an end to it and salvage some small fraction of a life.
And how do we do that, huh? There was no accident, Julie. It was murder. Your words, remember? Murder. I say we find the fucker who's doing this and have a little one-on-one.
Like last night, Bear? Fuck you.
No, Bear's right. Whoever's doing this isn't going to the police. We could find this guy. Talk to him.
How do we find him?
I mean, it's got to be a friend or a family member of the guy we hit. What was his name?
Julie doesn't know what to do. Ray looks to her. He wants to take her lead. Do they go along with this or not? Finally,
David Gregg.
Right. David Gregg.
Well, it's a start.
interior hospital corridor minutes later. Julie, Ray, and Helen exit the hospital.
I don't think we should give up on Max. It could still be him. He's a loose screw.
Then find him, Ray. Prove Barry wrong. That's what you want, isn't it?
Ray stops at an old beat-up truck. Crab pots are stacked in the back.
No, what I want is for you and me.
He cuts himself short, frustrated. This isn't the time or place. He opens the truck door and gets in.
Ray, I want you to grasp something. There is no you and me.
Julie turns and takes off across the parking lot before Ray can see the hurt that burns across her face. Helen awkwardly runs after her. Interior, Julie's bedroom. Later, Julie sits at her computer. Helen stands over her shoulder.
I can access the local library online. I think we can cross-reference anything. All we need to know. Greg, David.
She hits enter. The AOL dial-up tone plays.
Oh, this thing is so fast.
I know. It's like this new dial-up technology.
It continues for an excruciating amount of time. The monitor screen flashes, searching. A moment, and then David Gregg's name appears several times.
All these articles are about David Gregg.
Or at least mention him. It'll pull up anything with his name.
They pull the first one up. The headline reads, Bobcats score big.
He played football, defense. Moving July 5th, 2 years ago. What's this?
She reads a new article. The headline reads, Girl dead in car accident.
Car crash. Susie Tilley dead. Drowned while trapped in car. Skidded into reefs near Dawson's Beach. The driver, David Gregg, was unharmed.
I remember that wreck. 2 summers ago. Oh my God, that was him.
Survived by her father, Benjamin, Susie was engaged to David. They were going to be married. I remember he had her name tattooed on her arm. I saw it.
The memory brings her silent.
The guy just couldn't win, could he? Reaper's curve must have had it in for him.
She exits the file, pulling up another article.
His obituary. Accidental death. Survived by his mother, Claire, and sister, Melissa Gregg of Maribel County.
You live in the sticks. What do you think?
What if we got to lose?
Exterior country road later. Julie's car makes its way down a long backwoods road. Julie drives while Helen, puffing on a cigarette, reads directions from a little piece of paper.
Turn left.
Where?
Back there.
Julie hits the brakes and backs the car up a good quarter of a mile, then makes the turn.
So, what exactly is the plan? Are we just gonna ring the doorbell and say, "Hey, we killed your son, and we were in the neighborhood, so
I thought we'd scope it out, play it by ear.
don't you think we should have some sort of plan?" Angela Lansbury always has a plan.
Julie shoots her a perplexed look. She brakes, slowing down. A tattered mailbox. Greg is his hand painted across it. It sits in front of a once beautiful, expensive home, but has taken its toll. The yard is overgrown. The house is run down. It's all alone in the countryside. Julie pulls the car over behind some bush, concealing it from the house. Helen is suddenly very scared.
What if they're waiting for us? What if they recognize us? They could have a gun, shoot us dead?
It's been a year, Helen. They could have done that already.
Julie steps out of the car. Helen joins her. They walk up to the front porch as a gust of wind whirls around them. Old wood creaks under their feet.
You know, Jodie Foster tried this, and a skin-ripping serial killer answered the door.
Julie knocks on the door. A split second passes.
Well, it was a good try.
Helen begins leaving, but Julie grabs her and pulls her back. She knocks again, harder, louder, but no answer. Julie goes to a side window and wipes away dust.
Adding breaking and entering to our crime spree?
Julie and Helen peer in. Through the dusty glass, a shadow is reflected behind them. They both jump, spinning around to find Missy Gregg, played by Chris. Young girl, not much older than them. A bit timid, guarded. She carries a cloth basket. Her face cautious.
Can I help you?
Hi. Our car stalled down the road, and we were hoping we could use your phone.
Lord, what in the world are you doing out here?
We took a wrong turn.
I'll say, come on in.
They move through the doorway. Helen passes by Julie.
Smooth.
They walk through the once lively home to an old kitchen, big and cluttered, the heart of the house.
Phone's right there.
Thanks. Jody, will you call AAA?
Helen stands still. A moment as Julie stares at her, eyes motioning. Finally, she gets it.
You got it, Angela.
Julie looks around at the less than modest kitchen. Water drips from leaky pipes. Her eyes zero in on cracking wallpaper. On the wall are a series of framed pictures, an assortment of old family photos. A mother, father, 2 kids, all smiling in happier time. This disturbs Julie deeply.
Name's Missy. Missy Craig. You girls from Maribel?
Fulford's Point.
I went to Fulford High.
I knew you looked familiar. What year?
Class of 92.
We missed each other. I graduated later. But your name? Greg. It sounds familiar. Did you have a brother?
That was bold. Julie is determined, nothing to lose. Missy instantly goes silent.
Yes, David. But he was older than me.
David Craig. He sounds very familiar. What class was he?
Class of 84. But he's dead now. Last July.
I'm so sorry.
Julie's not acting. She means that.
Thank you.
Do you live alone?
Daddy passed away years ago, and Mama's up in Aurora in a home. She didn't take well to what happened to David. After he died, she was just never the same.
This affects Julie and Helen both. They go silent. Helen hangs up the phone.
They're on their way.
I tell you what, you 2 girls have a seat. We'll have some iced tea while you wait.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
They take a seat at the kitchen table as Helen gets an idea. She eyes Julie, the actress in her coming alive.
I think I do remember David. Didn't he have a friend? Let's see, what was his name?
Who?
He hung out with this one guy. They were really close. I just can't remember his name. It was something like...
A long silence, but Missy doesn't take the bait. She just turns and stares at Helen.
I don't know who you're talking about. I didn't know many of his friends.
Oh,
Helen looks to Julie, shrugs. It was worth a try.
Well, there was this one guy, not long after David died. This guy showed up, said he was a friend, came to pay his respects. He visited a few times.
Julie perks up.
Really?
Nice guy, cute and smart. We were sweet on each other for about 2 seconds, but it never worked out. He never said so, but I think it hurt for him to be around me. I suppose it ended like these things always do.
In an unexpected instant, Julie is almost reduced to tears.
where's this old friend now?
I don't know.
What was his name?
Billy.
Did he have a last name?
Blue. Billy Blue.
And he was a good friend of David's?
I guess.
Missy's a little taken away with the memory, a misty smile. This gets to Julie. She stands, swaying slightly, emotional.
We should probably wait back at the car.
That's ridiculous. Please, stay.
No, I don't want to miss AAA.
We appreciate the phone.
Anytime. Don't get too many knocks on my door these days.
They head out. Julie and Helen get in the car, both tense and frayed around the edges.
Are you okay?
I wigged out. I'm sorry. Being in his house and seeing his sister. Oh my god. Did you see what we've done?
It was an accident.
We killed a man and then ruined the lives of everyone he knew, Helen.
I don't think we're that powerful, Julie. You're giving us way too much credit.
Julie thinks about this when a hand crashes against the windshield. Julie and Helen scream in terror to find Missy tapping on the window. She holds Helen's cigarettes in her hand. Julie rolls the window down.
Forgot these.
Thanks.
See, you got your car started.
Damnest thing, it started right up.
Funny how that happens.
Julie smiles and puts the car in gear. She wants out of here. She peels out, leaving Missy staring after them. Her face a void. Exterior residential street, evening. Night has fallen. Julie's car pulls up in front of a house, nice and traditional. The car comes to a stop. Helen starts to get out. Julie looks ahead, not saying anything.
So what now?
We try and locate this Billy Blue.
A moment.
Maybe he wanted to die.
What?
David Gregg. I mean, his girlfriend was killed on that same road July 4th, 1 year earlier. Maybe he blamed himself. Maybe he was standing in the middle of the road so we would hit him and kill him.
If that'll help you sleep at night.
A brief silence.
What happened between us? We used to be best friends.
Helen is reduced to tears. Julie looks at her.
We used to be a lot of things.
I miss you.
Julie says nothing, a long antagonizing moment.
Yeah, well,
Helen gets out and shuts the door, harder than she meant to. It jolts Julie, sending a chill down her spine, leaving her quivering. Interior, front door, seconds later. Helen enters through the front door. The television in the living room is on, the local news blasting info about the festival. Helen moves to the living room where a heavy, graying man lays on the couch, completely unaware of her presence.
hey, Dad.
He barely looks up, just sort of nods. Helen moves through the dining room to the kitchen. Interior kitchen. Helen's mother, played by Celise, stands at the sink doing the dishes. Helen enters.
Hey, Mom.
Helen, where were you? You missed dinner.
I was with Julie.
Her mom becomes instantly happy to hear this.
Oh, hon, how is she? I'm so glad you two were talking.
Yeah, well,
Are you excited about tomorrow?
tomorrow. Oh, shit, I forgot. Yeah, I guess.
Interior living room, same. Helen's father holds a remote. He channel surfs while behind him the front door opens and a figure steps in the house. It's the fisherman. Interior kitchen. Helen grabs a soda from the fridge.
I'm really tired. I think I'm just gonna head to bed.
Let me fix you a plate. You need to eat something.
Mom, I'm too tired to eat. Good night.
She exits. Interior bedroom. Helen's room. It still has the personality of a high school beauty queen. It seems a bit sad now, given Helen's current state. As Helen begins undressing, a shining glimmer catches her eye. She goes to her dresser where her Croaker Queen tiara rests, showcased on her jewelry box. She picks it up and places it on her head. Helen stares at herself. A moment. The memories. She yanks it off and throws it to the closet, which is just opened slightly for some reason. She turns around to see, reflected in the mirror, a figure standing behind her. She screams, whipping around to find Elsa, her sister, the bitch, standing in the open doorway, her nose upturned.
Is the washed up, dried out has-been having a moment?
What do you want?
We're doing inventory. I need you in the store by 10 a.m.
I can't. I'm in the parade tomorrow.
Dad put me in charge of the store, and I want you there by 10.
Helen puts her nightshirt over her head.
The outgoing queen has to ride in the parade prior to the pageant. It's tradition. There's nothing I can do about it.
Helen grabs her hairbrush and begins the nightly ritual of brushing her hair. Elsa eyeballs her with disgust.
You and your hair, pathetic.
You can leave now.
Elsa shoots her a dirty look and takes off, shutting the doors behind her like a bitch. Helen grimaces, grabbing a bottle of pills from the nightstand. She pops two, washing them down with diet soda. At night, not noticing the open closet, she pulls the covers back and crawls into bed. Interior Helen's bedroom the next morning. Helen groggily wakes up, turning to grab her hairbrush. As she does, her diamond tiara falls from her head. How did that get there? She gets up and catches a glimpse of the mirror to find the words, "Soon," written in lipstick. As she stands in front of the mirror, she sees that her hair has been cut off. Interior, kitchen, same. Helen's mom prepares breakfast when Helen screams. She rushes upstairs, bursting into the door.
Helen, what's wrong, dear? Elsa, Jesus Christ!
Helen stands, her hand bloody and the mirror broken, now obscuring the fisherman's message. She shakes uncontrollably, a blubbering mess. Her mom moves to her, putting her arms around her.
What happened?
Her mother is terrified, Elsa merely indifferent.
I...
Helen, hysterical, has no idea what to say. Finally,
I cut it.
You what? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Helen's mom guides her to the bed and holds her tenderly while she sobs.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry, hun? What's there to be sorry for?
Helen catches herself. She holds back the truth.
Sorry, I cut my hair.
She lies knowingly. Her tears make it convincing. Her mom just nods. Helen watches on, a snicker on her face.
She's lost it.
Mom cuts Elsa a deadly stare, but she knows there's some truth to it. Helen is not the daughter she once was.
Elsa, hun, go into my bathroom and get me some antidepressants.
Elsa disappears. Mom just holds her sobbing daughter, rocking her gently back and forth. Interior, Julie's room. Little later. Julie is finished dressing while the phone rings. She moves to her desk and grabs it up.
Hello?
Julie listens.
What? Oh my God.
Exterior, Julie's front porch. Seconds later, Julie emerges from her house and jets down the porch, steps to her car. Julie starts the car and the radio bursts to life. Button up, folks. It's going to be a cold and cloudy 4th of July is the weather. Julie clicks it off. Wait, tense. The slightest noise. Julie listens, convinced she heard something. The noise is a slight scurrying sound. Did she hear something? Behind her? She checks out the back seat through the rearview mirror. Nothing.
What the fuck?
Julie turns the corner and pulls over to the side of the road. She turns behind her and looks over the seat. It's completely empty. What the? It sounds like tiny feet scurrying within the car. Julie gets out and pops the trunk, throwing it open to reveal Max. His pale and lifeless body covered in live crabs. He's wearing Barry's Letterman jacket. Julie stands horrified. Cut to interior Helen's bedroom minutes later. Barry, bruised and bandaged, sits next to a sniffling Helen, comforting her. The door burst open, alarming them. They look to see Julie beyond panic. Their eyes go wide. Exterior, minutes later. Smash cut. Barry, Julie, and Helen all stand over the open trunk. Barry's eyebrows raised. Helen looks confused, and Julie's dumbfounded.
Where did he go? Did the crabs carry him away?
We see that the trunk is now empty.
I swear to God.
I believe you, Julie.
Julie looks up and down the street.
He took the body. He came and took the body.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, Barry. Why did he run you over? Why did he make coleslaw on Helen's head? He's fucking with us.
Let's get out of here.
He's here now. I know it.
Come on, Julie, let's go back to the house.
Where's your jacket, Barry?
Barry wrestles with his answer. He knows she's telling the truth. He knows. He says nothing.
Don't you see? He's got us now. This is what he wants. We can't go to the police. Not now. He's made sure of that. He's out there just watching us, waiting.
Julie stands in the middle of the road. She's completely lost it. Barry tries to coerce her to the car.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Exterior, Helen's front yard, minutes later. Helen, Julie, and Barry come walking up the block just as Ray pulls up in his beat-up truck. He hops out to greet them.
What are you doing here?
Barry doesn't wait for an answer. He lunges at Ray, smashing into him. They tumble to the ground.
I hope you like hospital food.
Barry doesn't wait for an answer. Oh, Julie jumps on top of them to intercede. She grabs Barry's arm, the one in the cast. He welches in pain.
Stop it now.
Helen helps her separate the two, but not before Barry gets one good blow to Ray's jaw. He draws blood.
What are you doing? I didn't do anything.
Julie holds Barry off. Ray holds his face, pained.
You're fucking lying, okay? He's fucking lying.
Leave him alone, Barry. Get a grip.
Wake up, Julie. He's behind us. Who else could it be? How many fucked up fishermen are out there?
He looks to Ray. She looks to Ray, a shade of doubt on her face.
He's after me too. I got a letter.
He holds up a piece of paper.
Oh, you got a letter. I get run over. Helen gets her hair chopped off. Julie gets a body in a trunk, and you got a letter. Well, that's balanced.
What body? What are you talking about?
Drop the act. You killed Max, and you took my jacket.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Max is dead?
What is it, Ray? You were dogging us from the start, weren't you? Always wanting to be our friend, wanting to be one of us, but you were too fucking jealous to handle it.
Fuck you.
Barry starts for Ray again. Julie steps between them.
Stop it, both of you. This is what he wants. He's waiting for us to unravel.
Helen watches from the sidelines, devouring a cigarette.
The wait is over.
We have to help each other, all right? We have to stick together.
Pure silence. A moment. They accept this.
Okay, so if this is not Fisher Boy here, who's doing all of this, and how do we find him?
We think his name is Billy Blue.
Ray reacts.
How do you know that?
David's sister said there was a friend named Billy Blue.
Who probably went to school with David Gregg. So, according to Little Sis, that would make him class of 84.
Elsa was class of 84.
Where is she?
Elsa?
Interior, Elsa's bedroom, minutes later. Elsa's room is the flip version of Helen's. Very practical. They all surround Elsa, who's getting ready for work like a bitch.
I remember David. He was a complete fuck up.
What do you mean?
Major lush. He was drunk when he got in a car accident. Drunk as shit. Run of the road. The police didn't even give him a DUI. He killed his girlfriend and got away with it completely.
Did he have any close friends you can remember? A guy named Billy Blue, maybe?
I don't have time for this shit. Some of us have to work.
Elsa, please.
Something about the way her sister pleads. It sounds so desperate. Elsa caves.
We didn't travel in the same circles, okay? I got a yearbook. Maybe there's something in there.
She pulls a yearbook from under her bed and slings it at Helen. Interior, Helen's bedroom, minutes later. They crowd on Helen's bed, flipping through the yearbook. They're all cooperating with each other. A first.
Look, David Gregg.
Where?
They look through a row of sports team photos. They stop on a young teen, bright-eyed and athletic, suited up in his football uniform. He kneels, holding his helmet.
David Gregg.
They all go silent, spellbound by his image.
That's him, huh? Hard to believe that's the guy.
Yeah, he's kind of hot when his face is splattered all over the road.
Julie turns the page.
We're looking for Billy.
There's a lot of Billies, just no Blue.
Maybe Blue's not even his real name.
That's right. He could have easily lied to Missy. We did.
Maybe we should go see Missy again. If she had this yearbook in front of her.
She could point him out.
Ray backs off.
I'm not going anywhere. High school mugshots, this is insane.
I'll go. You've got the parade today.
Forget it.
No, you need to be there. He could show up.
I don't want him to show up. He's already been in my house, whacked my hair. I've had enough of him.
This could be our chance. We could catch him. I'll go to Missy's. Barry, you go to the parade with Helen. Don't let her out of your sight. If he shows up.
I'll pound his ass.
Listen to yourselves. You guys sound like a bunch of vigilantes.
Julie unleashes on Ray, her determination near frantic.
It's July 4th, Ray. This is his day. Whatever he has planned is going to happen today unless we stop him.
How? By killing him?
Silence. They all stare at each other. The tension is deadly.
We have the right to protect ourselves.
That's a murderer's rationale.
No one's gonna murder anyone.
What are you going to call it? Another accident?
We don't have time for this moral shit, okay, Ray? Are you going to help us, or are you going to be a little bitch?
Ray moves to Julie, grabbing her, desperate.
Come on, Julie. Don't you see? It's the same thing all over again. It's that moment where we have to make a decision. Let's make the right one this time.
I am not interested in what's right anymore. I want to do what's smart.
Then let's get the hell out of here. We'll leave town, disappear.
I've already disappeared, and now I want my life back. We have to face this.
Julie's never been more determined.
What's it going to be, Ray?
Ray lowers his head in answer. Julie turns and rushes out the door before her emotions have a chance to respond. Exterior, Main Street. Despite a drab and overcast day, the Croker Festival is in full swing. Tourists and town people flock to the boardwalk where all sorts of booths have been set up. Arts and crafts, bake sales, etc. On a side street, hometown floats of giant fish and shrimp and other sea life are pulled by decorated cars and trucks. Helen leans against one of them. She's barely recognizable. Barry stands next to her.
I'm going to ride up in a truck, so know if you see anything.
I've never seen him. How will I?
Oh, you will know.
Helen nods nervously.
Look at me. I look like shit. Everyone's going to see my hair.
We could lose the vanity. We have other concerns.
Why do you hate me so much?
Her eyes pierce his. This catches him off guard. For a moment, his walls come down. His face turns soft, his eyes gentle.
I don't hate you, Ellie.
Barry touches her slick hair.
You know, I kind of like you in this way. You kind of got a European thing happening.
She smiles at him. She finds his gentleness very soothing. Exterior, Main Street, later. The high school band marches in front, followed by a float after float, all in some nautical theme. Finally, Helen's float rides by. She sits in a seashell throne with her tiara and scepter. She waves to the crowd. Barry rides in the truck up front. He turns to her and smiles. This brings her a small measure of comfort. She looks out to the crowd when suddenly the fisherman appears, walking behind the crowd. Helen's heart starts pounding. She waves frantically at Barry, whose head is turned away from her.
Barry! Barry!
Barry turns around to see Helen motioning to him. She points to the crowd. Barry sees him instantly and bolts from the truck. Barry pushes and shoves his way through the crowd. She sees the fisherman walking away towards the boardwalk. He moves on him, coming up upon him, plowing into him. The fisherman goes down. His hood comes off, revealing just an old man, thin and fragile. Definitely not a threat to anybody.
Please don't hurt me.
Barry backs off immediately, realizing he's made a mistake. Exterior, the parade floats, same. The parade takes a turn onto another street where a whole new crowd of spectators await. Helen loses sight of the fisherman and Barry. She continues to wave, going through the motions, very frightened when suddenly she sees the fisherman standing up ahead in the crowd. She does a double take, but then on the other side of the street, she sees the fisherman. Wait a moment, but then she sees another. She realizes there are fishermen elsewhere, which calms her, but then she sees another fisherman. This one stands alone in his hands. A shiny metal hook. Exterior, the Gregg house. Same. The sun has started to set over the Gregg house. It will be dark soon. Julie's car pulls up to the driveway and parks. Julie walks around the back of the house. She looks through into the kitchen, not seeing a figure that appears from around the side of the house. Julie turns just in time to see a knife coming at her. She drops down, just missing it. It's Missy, knife in hand, ready to strike again, her face a mass of fear.
Please, Missy. It's me. Remember car trouble the other day?
What are you doing here?
Please, I need to talk to you.
Missy lowers the knife cautiously.
I need to find your brother's friend, Billy Blue. I need to talk to him. I was hoping you could look through this book.
Why? What's all this about?
Missy is very suspicious. Julie is at a loss. She doesn't know what to say.
It's too crazy to explain, but it has to do with your brother and last July 4th.
What about it?
Julie is unraveling. How much should she tell? She debates a second, then oh, fuck it.
What happened to your brother wasn't an accident. There's more to it than that.
Missy looks at her simply.
I know.
Julie is dumbfounded.
You know what?
David killed himself.
This catches Julie completely off guard.
He what?
David wanted to die. He went up there to die that night. It's where Susie died. Everybody blamed him for Susie's death. He blamed himself.
This throws Julie. She's disbelieving.
But how do you know it was a suicide?
He left us a suicide note.
Missy moves towards the shed to an old wooden box. She opens it, withdrawing a crumpled piece of paper.
I had to keep it hidden. His insurance policy wouldn't pay if it was a suicide. Don't guess it matters anymore. The money's been spent.
She hands a letter to Julie. Scrawled in a very familiar writing are the words, "I will never forget last summer."
This isn't a suicide note. This is a death threat.
What are you talking about?
Julie begins to piece it together.
Your brother didn't kill himself, Missy. I was there. I saw him. And whoever sent this letter was there too.
You saw David? Where?
Julie is near certifiable.
He was crossing the road. We hit him. It was an accident.
But my brother drowned.
It was him, Missy. He had Susie tattooed on his arm.
What are you talking about? My brother didn't have a tattoo.
I saw it on his right forearm.
He never had a tattoo. Look, I think you better leave.
A realization overcomes Julie.
Oh my God. It wasn't your brother.
In a flash, Julie turns and races off, leaving Missy's head swimming in confusion. Interior, town hall, night. The hall is packed with people. On stage are this year's collection of Croaker Queen wannabes. Helen stands backstage with her tiara scepter in tow. Barry stands next to her, comforting her. She awaits her cue, edgy as ever.
Stay calm. I'll be up in the balcony.
He had a hook, Barry. I saw it. This big, huge hook.
Barry puts his arms around her, pulling her against him.
Everything's gonna be alright. I won't let anything happen to you.
He leans over and gives her a little kiss, sweet and simple. Her face lights up, surprised, distracted. On stage, the same MC as last year steps to the podium with the contestants. And now let's meet last year's winner, Miss Helen Shivers. The crowd applauds as Helen appears. She walks center stage, takes a polite bow, and moves to her throne. She looks up to the balcony. Barry waves at her, smiling. She smiles back. Helen looks out into the crowd. She scans, looking for him. No sign. She glances at the contestants singing her heart out. She looks up to Barry, who rolls his eyes. As they throw signals to each other, she sees the fisherman standing directly behind Barry. Helen freezes in horror while the fisherman draws a long, curved hook, cleanly impaling Barry with it.
Oh my, no!
She
Oh my
points
God,
to the
someone
balcony.
help us, Barry!
She points to the balcony, but Barry and the fisherman have disappeared. She runs to the foot of the stage and leaps off of it. Some members of the audience jump and run to her. She cries and screeches hysterically. Suddenly, a police officer, played by Chris, appears, an earnest man in his early 30s.
Ma'am, please.
You have to help him. He's killing him.
Who? Who's killing who?
The balcony.
The officer creeps gun first into the balcony. He's by the books, action movie ready. Helen races in front of him.
Barry!
The officer looks dumbfounded and drops the cop show act. Helen's a blubbering mess. She runs to the railing, but there's no Barry. He's completely disappeared. She turns to the police officer.
I swear he was right here.
Who, ma'am?
The fisherman, he killed Barry.
The fisherman?
The officer is quickly becoming a skeptic. Helen searches the entire balcony. There's no sign of Barry or the fisherman. The officer sighs with rolling eyes. He feels like the brunt of a joke. Interior, backstage, minutes later. The pageant official and officer talk as people try to calm Helen down.
I just spoke with her parents. They said she's been disturbed lately.
The officer gets it immediately.
Ma'am, I'm going to take you home now. Your parents are awfully worried about you.
Please, you have to believe me.
Helen has lost it. She doesn't know what else to say. As the officer guides her out, the MC stops her.
Excuse me, we'll be needing this.
He lifts the tiara off Helen's head, but fails to take the scepter that she clutches tight against her body. Interior, Julie's room, seconds later. Julie's at her computer. The AOL dial-up tone buzzes away.
Hurry, hurry.
The browser finally loads. She begins typing feverishly.
Susie Tilly, killed, trapped in car, driver unharmed, survived by her father, Benjamin.
Her eyes wide in horror as she reads.
A local fisherman.
Her eyes go wide. Interior, police car, same. The officer keeps an eye on Helen through his rear-view mirror. A caged metal screen separates them.
And then he killed him with a fish hook?
Yes.
And did the fisherman use the same hook to cut off all your hair?
No, he used scissors, asshole. Look, I know I sound delusional, but it's true.
I've heard this story. Only he wasn't a fisherman. He was an escaped mental patient who had a hook for a hand.
The police car comes up upon a roped-off street. The annual street dance is in progress. The officer turns down a deserted street to get around the parade. Helen grows frantic. She's had it with the police officer's patronizing attitude.
Look, you ran a cop, asshole. There's been a murder, and you're going to fry in hell if you ignore it.
He laughs it off.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll contact Barry's parents. We'll put a search out for him. He was probably just playing a prank on you.
Helen sits back in her seat, exasperated. She sighs, looking out to the front windshield. Ahead of them, sitting in the alley, is a pickup truck. The hood is up, and a figure leans down, inspecting the engine. The officer pulls up behind it, stopping.
Just a sec, ma'am.
The officer gets out of the car and walks up to the truck.
What's the trouble?
Suddenly, the figure moves from under the hood, standing upright. It's the fisherman, Helen realizes.
Oh my God, watch out! Watch out, that's him!
The officer turns just as the fisherman is on him, grabbing him by the throat and impaling him. In the back seat, Helen goes mad, clawing at the doors, trying to get out, but they don't open from the inside. She's trapped. As the officer slowly slinks to the ground, the fisherman's attention turns to the police car. Helen goes ballistic, kicking at the window with her feet. The fisherman moves towards her, the fishhook dripping red. Helen kicks and kicks until the glass cracks. She looks up to see the fisherman at the other door. She rears back in a rush of the energy and shatters the glass, leaping up and jumping out of the car before the fisherman can strike her. Helen races down the alley, the fisherman close behind. She makes her way out of the alley into a deserted street where she sees Shiver's department store. She races to it and starts banging on the doors. Elsa can be seen at the counter, working in the dark store, finishing for the night.
Elsa, please!
She recognizes her sister at the window. She walks to the door, taking her time, indifferent, like a bitch. Suddenly, she stops in her tracks, turning around. She returns to the counter for a ring of keys. Helen screams viciously.
Elsa, please!
Okay, I'm coming.
She opens the door and Helen falls in, pulling it shut.
You could have walked around. The broad street entrance is open.
I'm being attacked.
You what?
Helen throws her the keys.
Lock the door. I'm calling the police.
Helen runs for the phone. Elsa is unbelieving.
What is going on?
Just do what I say, goddammit.
Helen means business. Elsa races to the door, fumbles with the keys, not noticing the figure in the shadows. She quickly locks it, and turns as a flash of silver comes out of nowhere, cutting into her neck, ripping it open, silencing her forever. Helen is at the counter. She grabs the phone, her face terrified, sick. The phone is at her ear. No dial tone. She tries another line, but no luck. She looks at the base. All the lines are lit up, off the hook somewhere else in the store.
Shit.
Thump! A noise behind her. She drops the phone and charges for the door. She runs for it, but trips over a heavy object. Elsa's body. Helen stifles a scream. She stands, stumbling forward into the fisherman. Helen races for the back door. She fights with the handle. It won't open. She eyes the inventory room. She charges in, slamming the door shut behind her. She climbs out of the window, falling into a pile of cardboard boxes in the alley outside. As she picks herself up, she sees the fisherman leaving through the back door. Helen wastes no time. Helen pulls herself to her feet and hauls ass. She moves down the long alley towards the sound of music and people partying. Helen continues on, her feet churning. She moves closer and closer. Helen looks behind her. The fisherman is nowhere to be seen, so she moves on. At the end of the alley, she reaches near the end of the alley. Relief claims her as she nears safety when, slash! She looks down. Her intestines are pouring out. The fisherman stands behind her. In one swift motion, he pulls the fishhook out and she falls to the ground. Cut to exterior Main Street later. The night is young. The town continues to party. Julie moves down the boardwalk. She moves through the crowd, looking for Helen, Barry, anybody. She reaches the railing and leans against it, looking out onto the harbor. In the distance, she sees a familiar sight, Ray's boat. Julie runs down the dock, calling for him.
Ray? Ray?
Suddenly, a door swings open and Ray steps out, sweaty, out of breath. He's surprised to see her.
Julie, what are you doing here?
Julie bursts forth with her information.
What are you doing here?
We didn't kill David Gregg. It was someone else in the road that night.
Ray moves to the edge of the boat, feet from her.
What are you talking about?
I think it was Susie's father, Ben Tilley. He's a fisherman.
But they found David's body in the water.
I think Ben Tilley killed David Gregg.
Wait a second. You think this Tilly guy killed David and then we killed him?
But what if he didn't die, Ray? What if he's still alive?
Julie has never been more frightened. Ray wants to believe her, but
This is crazy. Come aboard. Come inside. I want to hear this from the beginning. This is crazy.
We have to find Helen and Barry.
We will. We will.
he holds out his arm to her. She takes it, throwing her leg over the side of the boat onto Ray's. She looks down for support, her eyes glancing at the side of the boat where the name is painted in bright blue colors. It reads, Billy Boy. Julie stops, frozen. She looks to Ray, jerking away from him, stumbling back onto the dock. A terrified realization creeps across her face.
You? Oh my God. It's you.
What are you talking about?
Billy Blue, you went to Missy's. You're the friend. The fisherman.
Ray's face turns solemn. He gets very quiet.
It was you all along.
Ray reaches for her, but she steps back. He leaps over the side of the boat and onto the dock. She begins running away.
Julie, wait.
Julie reaches the marina's gate entranceway. The metal door is now closed. She pulls on the handle. A huge chain and padlock now surrounds the bars. It's locked securely. She turns quickly and moves back down the dock looking for help.
Somebody please, help me please.
She calls out to the boats that sit in the basin. No one appears. Everybody's at the festival. Ray reaches her, and one swift motion is on top of her. Bam! Ray goes down. Julie turns to see a fisherman. Relief claims her face. He helps her up.
Please, you have to help me.
Easy, child. This way.
Julie looks to Ray, who is sprawled on the dock behind them. He's coming too. She follows the fisherman. Interior, the trawler, minutes later. Julie and the fisherman arrive at the boat, a small, dimly lit hull. The fisherman moves in behind her, closing the door.
So you're in some kind of trouble, child.
Julie fights tears, turning to him.
Yes, a lot of trouble.
The fisherman stands, nonplussed. He looks out he takes out a small metal medallion and spins it.
Now that's a shame. Being 4th of July and all. Kids like you should be out having fun, drinking, partying, running people over, getting away with murder, things like that.
Julie stops dead in her tracks.
You.
He clicks on the overhead light. The galley lights up. It's covered with pictures, newspaper clippings, some new, some old, all of Julie and her friends.
Ben Tilly.
Good. I see you've been doing your homework too.
The fisherman steps into the light. His face is seen clearly for the first time. It is soured and weathered, with a huge fleshy scar that extends from his forehead down to his chin, a remnant of last summer. Julie bolts for the door. Tilly cuts her off. She backs up, looking behind her. There are 3 short steps that lead up to another part of the boat. Julie rockets up for them. Exterior dock, same. Ray, still woozy, rises to his feet and staggers down the dock. He looks to Tilly's boat drifting out into the harbor. Interior boat. Julie runs through the boat, Tilly at her heels. She makes her way to the bow of the boat, tripping over ropes and cables. She goes down. She sees a small window to the engine room. She has an idea. Exterior water. Ray rides a small dinghy towards Billy's boat. It crashes into the side of the boat and he grabs onto a rope hanging off it, climbing on. Exterior main deck. Tilly, hearing the bump, diverts his attention from Julie. Ray leaps onto the boat. He crawls over the railing, looking up to see Tilly, who comes at him, fishhook in hand. They scuffle. Interior engine room. Julie falls into the room from the window and slams it shut behind her. Julie eyes a ladder that leads to a hatch. She climbs up it, lifting its lid, peeking out to see Tilly and Ray fighting. In one massive blow, Tilly sends Ray flying overboard. From the hatch, Julie screams.
Ray!
Tilly turns to see her as Ray plummets into the nets that are being lowered into the water. He grabs at them, trying to stay above water. Julie scrambles back down the ladder. She opens a door to find Tilly waiting for her. She slams the door shut and locks it. She looks around for any escape. Behind the ladder is a small, watertight door, old and rusted. Julie struggles with it. Behind her, the door is giving way as Tilly continues to disengage the lock. She uses everything she has. The door creaks open and Julie crawls through, pulling the door closed behind her. Julie finds herself in a small, dark compartment. No way out, except for a tiny little door on the other side. Julie pulls on it, yanking it open as ice pours into the bulkhead. She nervously bends down and squeezes her body through the small opening. Julie climbs up the hill of ice cubes. She can barely get her footing. As she climbs, ice begins sliding down around her, revealing Helen and Barry's body. Her eyes open wide, her face pale and lifeless. Julie screams, reeling backwards. She grabs on what appears to be a pipe. It opens a hatch leading to a duct. She climbs through it, but as she does, Tilly appears, swiping at her. The fishhook grazes her leg, creating a long, bloody gash. She kicks him in the face and pulls herself through the duct, ending up on the main deck. She begins searching for a weapon. As she does, she trips over a rope, and as she collects herself, she sees Tilly rising from the hatch. He raises his hook, stepping over to her.
Happy 4th of July, Julie.
Please, it was an accident.
I know all about accidents, Julie, and let me give you some advice. When you leave a man for dead, make sure he's really dead.
Tilly rears back his hook when, bam! Ray slams a wooden board over his head. Tilly stumbles back, grabbing a sail for support. He raises his hook to swing again, but it gets caught in one of the swinging lines. Julie eyes the winch. She lunges for the control handle, hitting it, sending the winch into motion. In a split second, the rope snaps up, flying up to the top of the sail, pulling, yanking Tilly with him. His whole body is jerked upward as he's carried to the pulley. His hand gets caught in the pulley and is severed, sending him flying into the water. Ray comes up behind Julie. She turns to him, grabbing. They hold each other for dear life. Exterior. Fishing trawler, later. The fishing boat is surrounded by Coast Guard boats, police speeders, etc. Julie and Ray stand together, watching, shivering in the cold night.
We never killed anyone. This last year was for...
I know. The guilt was killing me. That's why I went to see Missy. I had to know who he was. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about Missy. I wanted you back. I didn't want to lose you again.
She listens intently, looking deep into his eyes, silent.
I love you, Julie. No one gets me the way you do.
I understand your pain.
A slight trace of a smile creeps across her face. A long moment. They come together, holding each other tight. Suddenly, a figure looms in front of them. It's the local sheriff, played by Melissa.
Now, do you have any idea why this man would want you dead?
Julie looks at Ray, the moment of truth. Do they come clean? Will it help? Julie looks to Ray. He nods.
No.
They stare at the sheriff, their eyes sincere, their faces genuine. Then they look to each other, knowingly, their secret intact. The sheriff begins to walk away.
Oh, hey, Sheriff. Did you find the body?
Don't worry about it, son. The body will turn up. They always do.
Julie turns to the mouth of the harbor, her eyes locked on the ocean beyond. A long moment, and then... Interior, dorm room. 1 year later. Julie's same dorm room. It appears less drab, as if some interest has been paid to bring it to life. Julie sits at the desk, a familiar scene. She logs onto a computer. She waits for the browser to load, only this time there's no dial-up sound. Instant internet, the future. She begins messaging Ray. She types a new message. How's New York? A moment, and then, lonely without you. Julie smiles, typing, gotta study. I miss you. A moment, and then, I love you. Suddenly, a figure appears behind her, hand on her shoulder. Julie spins around. It's her roommate, Deb. She holds an envelope in her hands.
Got the letter.
Julie takes it. There's no postmark on or return address. Julie, suddenly cautious. It's all too familiar. She hesitates a moment, but then rips it open.
What is it?
Julie scans it, instantly relieved. It's just a flyer.
Just another frat party. Knock yourself out.
Will do.
She tosses it to Deb, who takes it graciously. Julie turns back to her computer just as the mailbox in the corner of her eyes begins to flash. Julie has an email. She moves the cursor to the mailbox and clicks. A letter pops up. Unidentified sender. Julie clicks it open and her heart drops, her face turning a ghostly white as the life is sucked from it. On the screen is one simple sentence. I know what you did last summer.
Oh my god.
Button.
Wow. Oh my god.
We
That was
did
a lot.
You
My hands are
died.
probably gonna
We did
be
it?
stained,
We did it?
but that's
I
okay.
can't believe we got through it.
And halfway through, I found I had a reverb pedal. Huh? Hey.
We did this.
We did that.
Yo.
You know
We
why?
did it.
I thought we couldn't, but we did that.
I
I
was
wasn't stressed.
guys. I was
We
nervous
did
as
it.
fuck.
Hey,
Yeah, same.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy we did. I think we did a good
Whew.
job.
I can breathe now.
Yo, I was gonna say, Melissa, your like whole like chase scene and like Rocco doing the piano was like it was just great. Like I was feeling it, you know. It was cool.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, this tube was like almost empty. And I'm like, I need more blood.
I've been holding this in since like literally like the third scene, so I'll be right back.
You are like
Oh, you're good.
crazy.
Yeah,
at-
You earned it.
Speaking about being nervous, I think the scariest part was right before we started, and then it was
Oh my
just
god, yeah.
oh,
Yes.
it was a blast.
Like it got easier like as it went on, but there were still moments where like, oh my god.
It felt
Yes.
natural eventually, you know. Like
Yeah.
like I started feeling.
It
good.
got a little too real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Hold on,
kind
I'm
of
taking out
forgot
my
that
headphones.
I kind of forgot that everyone was who they really are IRL for like a moment. It was really weird.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Oh my god, you guys are so cute.
I have to like I'm like behind the scenes, so I'm just gonna be like,
Wow, yes. Can we have an intermission
between
and then
sets.
ask y'all some questions?
Thank you, Matthew. We love you.
Yes, Matthew.
Oh my
we
God,
can
yes.
ask questions now.
I would love that.
I have to like mess up my work again, but it's okay.
Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you for doing the poster too. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you
Yes.
so much, guys.
It came out so fire. I'm obsessed with it. I kind of want to print it out and like
Love
hang
that.
it in my apartment.
Yes.
I kind of want
I'll have like a whole
right
collection.
now though. I want to like do a picture of like us like now. I mean, obviously, probably not now, but like still in character.
Later.
I mean, also like if anything, yeah, we can do that. But then also like if we go back in the stream, we can get like good screenshots from like different scenes
Oh yeah,
or like
yeah,
close up on different people's faces.
cool.
Yeah.
Yay! Not gonna lie, like all that running and like the heaving and like the trying to act and the screaming, like my chest was like,
Same.
I was like, "Ooh,
Also, my
child."
throat hurts.
Oh my
now.
Thank
God.
you, Matthew. We love you.
I know, I feel it.
Thank
I was
you,
worried about the
Matthew.
delay thing.
It came
Honestly,
out
I feel like
pretty
it
good.
worked out. Yeah, it was pretty smooth, honestly.
It was. There was only a couple times where you were a
Okay.
little delayed.
Yeah. God.
Y'all need to sign that poster and sell them. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So sweet. Oops, sorry.
Quick it
I'm such a
one.
mess. Okay, so I think now if we're all feeling good, we can take some questions.
Ooh,
Literally
yeah.
ask anything. It doesn't have to be about this. It could be about anything. Or if you want
Anything in
to
general.
ask questions about this, that's fine too.
Oh my God. I'm hoping my hands don't get stained.
This was a straight up highlight of my 4th of July weekend. You're so cute.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I haven't met Shaheem of the Dad, I don't think.
Yeah, Shaheem is really sweet.
Glad you had a good time.
This was truly a blast. I'm so glad I watched. Okay, let's talk. Yes.
Yay.
Yes, honey. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes. You
Oh, I
bet.
forgot I had reverb.
Yes.
Thank you, Lucas.
Yo, let's do it.
Wait, what? How the prep? Is that like something you know, Chris?
Oh, I
Oh,
think
like
that's
the preparation for this.
I can-
to, like,
Yeah.
do
I can't see like the question. Hold on, I could look actually real quick.
Oh, I see what it is. Okay, so it auto-corrected it to Oreo. So it was, I definitely want to know the process, the prep process for this and how you bought this table read to life.
Oh, I missed that one.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I think my favorite like behind the scenes trivia about this is we did the first run of this and we realized that the script was about like almost 30 pages longer than the one we read today.
Yeah.
So the reason why we made the joke third draft revised is because we were working, the only script we could find was the third draft of the actual script, so it's not even the real script technically. It is, but it's like an older version. And then Celise and I had to painstakingly rewrite the entire thing. So that's why a lot of things are slightly different, slightly shorter, slightly faster. There are more jokes written in.
Yeah, that dial-up bit is not in the movie.
Yeah, that's
that was all that.
that's my magnum opus right there. I'm gonna take my Oscar for that now. Ooh, a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Actually,
I want to say.
Yeah,
I think the whole scene with Helen, like drunk, like where she's saying the whole thing about going off to college and having the kids. I don't remember that being in the movie.
Oh wait,
because I feel like
so.
Which one?
Where Helen is like drunk at the beach, because I just remember like they're
She
telling the
says
story.
It does, but they cut it
does?
down.
Oh,
I watched
So
it last
it's not
night
like
and I
as
was like,
lengthy.
oh my gosh.
They
she
actually
really does
cut-
it.
They actually cut that scene down though a little bit, so it's not as
Gotcha.
much dialogue.
Yeah.
My favorite one. Well, first of all, nothing with Helen. Helen's mom never even shows up in the movie.
Yeah,
They
she
cut that
does.
lady out completely. But my favorite scene that actually is kind of important for like not important, but like is the BMW scene, isn't there? Where they had their little dialogue before we see Helen and Julie walk out and talk about the hair. They cut that out. That's not there.
Yeah.
Which I feel like
Sure.
establishes a little bit of the character's dynamic. I feel like it's kind of important to show that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't remember what.
I feel like then in this version of the script too, they didn't really detail or like even really write in Mac's deaths. Like it's just like presumed, and then later on you find out that he did die. Whereas in the movie, like they show the whole thing going down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was interesting, especially because I kind of liked in the original, in this version of the script, how they didn't show Max die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I prefer
Also
to
the
see him
ending.
go.
Yeah, anybody from the cast of The Big Bang getting killed is like a plus for me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Why would
Yeah,
you say that? So rude.
Actually,
Oh my gosh.
I like that guy. I thought he was really good in the role.
He was.
Yeah.
Specifically, I thought he was funny. Like he knew
Yeah.
exactly what the character was.
What is the next horror movie table read you guys are planning in the future? Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm going to announce it here. Are you ready?
Oh man.
You guys decided last night, yeah, when I hopped
We
on.
did, and you left, so now you're going to find out.
I'm ready. I'm
I'm just
ready.
messing with you.
No,
I'm with
it's
you.
all good, babe. You know, I was like, I'm tired. I have to finish Fear Street.
I know, it's cool. It's okay. It was super late.
It was-
You
it really
guys,
was.
our next table read is going to be A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
The OG, not
It's
the
a
remake.
big one. Yeah.
I'm with it. Wait,
Oh
what?
wait, the OG. Oh, I was hoping for the remake.
What remake? I'm sorry.
I can't be part of it now, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what? No. I was only gonna sign in if it was the remake.
I'm gonna read. I'm
There was
gonna
a
read
remake?
for.
I didn't know about that.
I'm gonna read for Freddie only in the voice of Morty, the entire time.
Sorry, guys, I'm really slow with this chat. The opening lines were more sexual than I remembered until y'all read for this. Yo, right?
Oh my god, they really were.
I agree.
They were not slick with that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you guys will become real actors, Oscar winners.
I'm not part of that. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, you
No, I'm good.
No joke, you all work really, really well.
Thank you.
I had a lot of fun.
You
with
too.
it. Like really, even behind the scene, guys. Like only if we could have
Oh
like
my god, the
recorded
rehearsals
it
are fire.
for like the past 2 weeks. It was hysterical. Like
There were a lot of funny. Like it was
Oh
hard staying
my God.
serious through most
What
of the
about
rehearsals.
Miller's.
there was a typo in the
Oh
script,
my!
and it was just about.
Oh my god.
It was
Oh,
very very
Lord.
funny.
It was a really bad typo.
NC-17. It's very it's a little NSFW.
Didn't they add his death
Okay.
later after they filmed? Sorry, I'm so late on this. I can't read that fast, you guys. I want to audition. Oh my god, yes. Yes, fire. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, I love all the yes in here. That's how we vibe here.
I was so terrified of doing this. Not gonna lie, like I was like, "What am I doing?"
Yes.
Ooh.
That remake, critical.
OMG,
I love my
let's hear
baby
your
Kyle
Morty.
Gallner, but
Oh,
I don't think I
my
saw the re-
gosh.
Oh, you guys only okay. Here's my Morty. Oh, Rick, what is you doing with this portal gun? No, Johnny, you don't think it sounds like it, right? Sorry, it's a little too high, right? Oh, Rick, what is you doing with this portal gun? Where are we going this time? That's better, right?
Oh my god.
this was literally what rehearsals were like. In case you guys were wondering, like,
Yes.
The whole process.
oh, you gotta do Brooklyn Freddy.
Another line. Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh, Summer,
Yeah,
why are you being such a bitch to me for?
Oh my god, thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Love you.
Thank you.
So happy you were here and came to support us. It means a lot.
Yes, thank you.
He's
for
now
staying
part
on
of the
time.
spooky little family. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
We love to see it here on this channel.
Oh my god, the reverb.
My God.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we did that like much faster than rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Right?
No, like, the thing with rehearsals is there were certain parts that we kept dying laughing. There was a lot of
I
lines
mean-
where it's like,
Yeah,
We spent at least 15 minutes on Miller's cock.
I think we did.
We did.
it was probably
Yeah.
more than that. Honestly, that was the NC-17 type role. Instead, for some reason, when we tried like moving it for them to edit it, Miller's doc autocorrected to Miller's cock, and we did not catch that. So we got to that part of rehearsal, and that was a trip.
I'm sorry, who is this?
That's Logan.
Oh. hi.
What's up, Logan? Thank you for coming through.
Yo, I love when like Celeste was reading it. She's like, "Why the fuck is that there?"
We all looked at it.
You're like, it's like,
She
"Fix
really
that."
blamed me too. She
Yeah.
really blamed me.
Because is that not something you would do?
No,
Or
It's
Miller's
not.
cock. That part got
It was an
very
accidental choke.
Oh, yeah, that was
So just
Nah,
for
they can't.
reference,
People have
there's
said worse
a
things.
scene.
True.
I was really actually before
No! Sorry.
before
No, Shaheem.
before we did this, I was gonna switch it back to Miller's
That was
cock.
fucking great. That was great.
I
Guys,
was
we went
gonna-
on a whole tangent
No.
with that for like 20
I
minutes.
looked at that line
It was great.
like 3 times to make sure I didn't say that shit before I said it. I was like,
It better not say that.
And what's funny is like after like it was in a paragraph with like other things, and it was like the police called in an accidental drowning, at Miller's cock. So we were making like jokes about it, like just switching it up, like, oh, it was an accidental choking, and this and that.
Well, that was during the hot dog eating contest scene, right?
I mean, it is 4th of July. Don't do they do that?
Exactly.
Do they do that for 4th of July?
Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
like a legitimate thing. Yeah.
Bussin'. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
oh my gosh.
Yes, you got that right, because this is gonna sound crazy, and I don't mean to shit on whoever wrote the third draft, But sorry, I was answering Matthew.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah, that death scene was like 4 paragraphs long. She just gets
It
stabbed.
was actually a lot worse than what was read in the stream. It was a lot more descriptive, and like they sliced her like a turkey and like all this weird detail of like all her organs, and it was like,
we wanted to capture
who
the essence of
who
the
hurt
scene,
you?
but like punch it up a little bit to be shocking.
Yeah.
Helen's her chase scene, the death, it's always so dramatic whenever I watch it. And yeah, I still, even though she wasn't killed as graphic in the script, in the movie, it's still just like so effed up to know that she was just like right there.
Honestly,
and people are just passing her by, and it's like she's just getting killed.
She's like completely helpless. Like that was probably the one death that it's like, she was sassy, snippy, but it's like that one actually hurt. Not gonna lie, like I don't know. I feel like out of most of them, like she was very easy to get attached to.
Yeah.
Because like especially she goes hard. Like she kicks out the window in the police car.
Mm-hmm.
She's just booking it. She's hauling ass, man.
This is so true. They did give her an epic chase scene.
They did.
Yo, that music, that score, I
actually try to learn that just for you, Chris. But it was
you did really
play
good.
on piano.
Yo, you did really good.
No, it's because it's like a whole orchestra, so it really was like kind of impossible for me to really do on piano.
I love this.
Why did we have to release this into
This is
gonna be like, wait, guys, you know how they have like the Snyder cut? Everyone's gonna want the Miller cut now.
This is gonna be the big controversy of HardTube. They're gonna be like, did you guys hear about Cockgate?
Yeah, but the thing is, people don't know how many times we had to hear Chris say, I got a letter too. Like, I'm gonna oh my god,
Chris, yo, that's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon. Chris has sent so many audios in the group chat, and you click the audio, and it's just, he's after me too. I got a letter.
He's after me too. I got a letter.
Kill it.
I mean, come on. No, it's so iconic.
He sent a fucking message, and he's like, vigilantes.
I think
oh my god!
Like our WhatsApp messages are hysterical.
I love the way Freddie Prinze Jr. delivers that line. Like I knew you guys were saying we're dry, but the way he said, "Sound like a bunch of vigilantes," like
vigilantes,
sir, pronunciation. Sound like a bunch of vigilantes. Like, and no shade. I love the King, Freddie Prinze Jr. We stand. Don't get me wrong.
Same.
It's just like to be fair though, they really they barely wrote him in, honestly, in this movie. Like he was just kind of there.
Yeah, he's really like missing from this movie. Like I just noticed.
Yeah. Y'all, I was actually planning on. Wait, what?
Matthew said, "I love all the accents."
Oh.
It's the New York.
Oh, who do you hear that has an accent in this fucking chat?
Many people wish Julie had died. Okay.
Many people wish Julie had died.
I've read that actually.
I've read that too. I don't think Julie should have died, but I think Julie and Helen should have lived, both of them.
Yeah. I wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been okay with Ray dying. I know, hot take, but I would have been okay with Ray dying.
Literally, Sam. He's not even in the movie though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, personally, I really didn't want anybody to die.
I feel like the only reason why his character is there is just to be like misleading towards who's the actual killer. Because the first time you watch, it's like, okay, you don't catch on with it, but then you watch it the second time and it's so blatantly like in your face that they really want you to buy that he's the killer. And I feel like that's really kind of like the only purpose that they gave that character.
I really didn't realize that's what they were doing until literally Celeste pointed it out. Like I watched the movie twice. Yeah. And I didn't know that's what they were trying to do.
It stood out more like reading the script, like the more rehearsals we did. It's like, yo, this was in your face like the whole fucking time.
Yes.
Every single little scene he was in, literally, it was just like in your face. What they were trying to do with him.
Yeah. I think it could have like had more characters too that got killed off.
I wish there were just more characters. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It was weird.
I don't know. I
also,
would have
like,
loved.
oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. I would love to see Helen have a face off with one of these other pageant bitches because, like,
Yes.
she would have squared up.
Exactly.
Let's be real here.
It's so
That bitch
true.
that was singing in the movie. After the show,
Man.
like.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah, you did a great job with that. You aced that.
Oh, thank you.
Very in the moment.
Everybody-
Like, yeah, you was just like,
Yes. What are you waiting for?
Thank
Oh.
you.
yo, I love that. That was good.
Yeah. So good. So
I'm
good.
Mr.
Craig.
Mr. Craig.
Mr. Craig.
Mr. Craig.
Hey. Oh my god, I love you.
You see
Oh my
that?
gosh, like my brother
Yeah.
just brings me like Kit Kats.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Bussin'.
Cameo.
We just finished our TableScreams, so yeah, we're just doing some behind after the movie
So
credits.
cute.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
All right,
So
I'm
I'll
gonna
be-
go eat
yeah.
some food. Though.
Okay, yeah, totally. All right, love you.
Bye. Oh, that's so cute. He brought you
Yeah,
a cute.
He's the best. So yeah, when it comes to Missy, she's actually, I know this might sound like kind of funny in a way, but like she's one of my favorite characters just like in the script because she's just chill. She's minding her business, and it's like you feel for her. Like her brother, like she doesn't even know that her brother was murdered, you know?
Mhm.
And Julie is really figuring all this out, and it's like it's so good. And I think I've told everyone here that I didn't even know when I've watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. I did not even know like the actual, like I knew the story, but I didn't really know like like who's Missy's brother was and who David Gregg, and I didn't know, you know, that Ben
Yeah.
Tilly was the guy that really killed her brother and stuff. So pretty interesting. Yeah. Like actually like going through the script, it's just really cool to you know, actually like figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the movie, do you think that they should have given the lead to Helen instead of Julie?
Ooh.
No.
This is gonna
Actually,
sound.
Maybe.
This is gonna sound pretty crazy, and I want to hear your, all of your feelings about this. Chat, you as well. F in the chat if you agree. But I feel like Helen and Julie kind of could have been one character almost. Like they both equally do little in the story, and
Think
together they
so.
could have been a pretty compelling character, and maybe written another character separately. Because like think about it, Helen goes through this whole traumatic experience. She's the pageant queen. She leaves. She goes to school. Now she's like beat up over it, and she goes back home to see. Give me my screenwriting
It's also
award.
like it's like implied that obviously Helen went through it in that 1 year, and they don't really show much. Like you just see her, and she's like a whole different person, and now she's like smoking. Her makeup's all crazy. Like
Exactly. I feel like Helen had, no offense to Julie, but like she had so much. She was like on such a high there, and then like the highest point of her life, she just like killed somebody basically.
yeah,
Like, why is she just like working in the shop? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's something that a lot of people like say about Helen and Julie that maybe they should have been swapped. Just want to hear what you guys think.
Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar, we can't forget, like that's Buffy. That's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Hell yeah, she could have played a final girl, you know, she could have totally played
Oh my
Julie's
God,
character to a T. I don't know. I guess just so used to like when I watch this movie and I see the way Julie is, she's just like very, I don't want to say quiet, but she's just like this little petite girl, and she just gets thrown into this whole thing, and it really looks like Barry, yes, Ray, but Barry and Helen, they're kind of just like, F it, you know what I mean? I don't want to mess my life up, and yeah. I think that's why they kind of die too, you know? Kind of like looked at it like they're just like, yeah, F this person.
Yeah.
Melissa, this comment is for you.
Oh my god, you guys! I was really fucking nervous about playing Helen. Like, I can't. That was crazy. But oh my god, I'm so glad you guys are cool with it.
You did a great
You
job.
did amazing.
Thank you.
Girl, yeah, you did amazing.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Reverb
Shiny,
clap.
this is a fact. This is a fact right here. Fact.
I've been saying that for a while.
Nova.
Okay, I'm really like slow here.
Here you go.
Sorry.
We died.
It's okay, we're here in spirit.
Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you so much,
Aw.
Matthew.
Thank you.
We love you, Matthew.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yes!
I'm actually regretting it currently because my throat hurts, but here we are.
Yo, about to make you that sick tea when we done with this.
With lavender.
With a little bit
Yeah.
of whiskey.
And a little bit
in
of
it.
The
honey.
lavender.
Nah,
I
you gotta
love
put
it, though.
the whiskey in the tea. That's how it's done.
The whiskey.
Aw, thank you, Matthew. So sweet. We definitely tried to do that. I'm glad it shows.
Yeah, like our like little props, like my little Missy knife. You
You mainly silly use.
Oh,
and also
thank you.
taking the crown off you, Melissa, was a lot of fun.
That was fun. I'm like, we did it.
I was like, we were in talks
Chris,
about this for a while.
Chris has been wanting to do this. He's been talking about this for weeks.
But yo,
Yeah,
when
we're gonna throw my
when we first did it, we laughed our asses off.
Yeah, because it was funny.
It was hysterical.
Oh my gosh. I think Kevin at the helm wanted a similar Drew Barrymore scene with Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was huge. Oh, very interesting.
I'm sorry, what does SMG stand for?
Sarah
Sarah
Michelle
Michelle
Gellar.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
You don't
it's
think
a-
they're gonna kill
it always
Buffy?
like it always makes me like sad that Drew Barrymore gets killed in Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
What a queen! She's one of
low
my
key,
favorite
like the
people.
rest of the movie is great, but I feel like that first scene, like once it's over, it takes a while for the movie really to pick up the steam. You know, like that.
No.
I mean, I feel like that scene is just so good. Like it's like such a good short scene, and it gets like so much character in there. It's like I wanted to see her more.
That's a hell of a way to start out a movie.
Right?
Like
Great scene.
that's never been done before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Wes Craven knew how it was like on another level.
he did.
don't- Whoever else wrote that shit.
The movie would have a lot different had Helen survived and was the main. Okay. That's fine. Oops. I don't know. I hit that one. I'm sorry. I don't even know what that's a reference to.
Yes.
I will say Julie won me over in I Still Know. I have to watch it. I haven't seen it. Lavender.
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 Okay, cool. I'll have to watch this one. I missed most of it. The police are looking for a felony suspect. I helped them search the property. Damn, Larry. Tough night at
Jesus.
work.
I mean, I got
Larry works at that abandoned train station.
That's
Oh,
Shit,
that's
wow.
like a whole,
I was gonna say, does he have a hook for a hand though? Is that it? So that's getting a little too real.
Does he have a hook for a hand?
did he cut your hair with the same
Final
hook?
agent.
Yes, it's fun. What?
New York.
No.
New York.
I thought you.
I
he
agree
said
with that though.
Yeah, I thought he said. Oh my gosh. Who's my character? Who's the character woman I play?
Who? Which one?
Remember? Oh my god, I can't even just think of her name. I just drew a blank.
Missy?
Yeah, Missy. He said Missy, and I thought he meant Missy. I was like, what?
It's like,
Oh my god, I'm
Oh,
dead.
Jesus.
by Yoshi boy.
Oh, oh no, green fucking lizard.
Aw, thank you, Shy.
Thank you.
A large knife. Oh, wrong one.
Oh my gosh. Wait, can you do that? My favorite line, how many times I told him this at rehearsal is the line where you're like, it's called glass. It breaks. It's so good.
Elsa.
This
the
glass.
I'm like, guys, it's called glass and it breaks. Like
It's
that?
so good.
Jesus.
It's so good. Hello,
Hello.
Thomas.
Hey.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Welcome. I meant you all make me a little wet, Chris. Is that more clear? Yo, Chris. How is that not clear for you, baby?
Here's wet for a price.
What her price?
Lucas, I don't know yet, but you will know soon because we are going to ask you to do the poster again.
He's our slave. He's our poster slave.
I think that's why he's asking. He's trying to make sure he knows in
Not
advance.
a slave. I love your work, really. It came out so
Yes.
beautiful. I literally
It's
am going to
awesome.
print it out and put it in my new apartment.
Yeah, we gotta. We should sign it as if like we're a big deal.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, I'd be so down.
We are.
Did you see who signed that? That's sweet and spooky.
What?
Chris Crossed signed that.
Celeste, what's the festival that we're What's the con that we're gonna
She
be at?
is. Thank you. Missy really is.
She is.
I would have liked to see her like, tag along with like Julie and like take on the fisherman,
He did kill her brother. Yeah, that would have been interesting to see her reaction.
Like
to
they're
that.
supposed to remake this, and if they ever did,
Ready.
um,
Hey, I will totally let you know.
I want to play Tina. Oh no, no, I don't know who I want to play.
We'll talk about it after this.
All right.
So if I'm
Definitely
correct, I don't know about the exact date, but it should be the next to Logan's comment. It should be the first Saturday of August, right?
Where is Logan's comment? Oh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, it's the newest one.
This is very good for everybody to know.
Oh, yes. I always stream the first Saturday of every month, so it should be. What date is that? Let me find out.
Ooh,
Hold
let me
on.
What day is it?
Hold on, friends.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus. The first Saturday of August.
First Saturday of August.
Oh
Ay,
shit!
ay,
It's August 7th.
ay. August 7th, yeah. Wow.
What's the significance of that?
Oh my god! It's my birthday, babe.
Oh, happy birthday in advance.
Happy
I
early
was
birthday.
gonna go with the whole song. Okay.
No, it's not till the first Saturday of August. We're not there yet.
August.
Wait, because it's your birthday, will you be able to do that date?
Yeah, of course. It's quarantine. What else would I do?
So true. So true. Okay, so the answer to this question is Saturday, August 7th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah,
Not
bring
EST.
cake.
EST.
Me and Sillies have a lot of cake. Believe me.
Can I get a slice?
Sounds like a threat, Chris.
Give me a slice right now.
Simple, a threat.
Can I get a
Want a
slice?
piece? Want a piece?
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Yay!
Love you,
Ooh.
Larry.
Happy birthday.
Yes, actually, Shaheem, this little baby right here is the creator of the poster, not Matthew. Oh my god, I will have a friend visiting from Alabama who loves horror films. I will make sure he watches while he's here in New York.
Yes.
I love it.
New York.
Larry, stop. You're not even that old.
No.
47 is
You're young. You're young.
47 is the new 35. I feel like
It was a long pause for me.
I'm trying to say that so that I age myself down, really. Almost 30 is the new 20, 21.
Oops.
Do we
Oh
have
my
questions?
god, y'all are kids. You have no room to tell someone on their 40s a thing. Yo.
Let's see who's the oldest between us. Like among us. Who's the oldest among
Among
us?
Us.
25.
Yes.
27.
I'm gonna be 28. 28.
25.
25. I think we found him.
Fuck.
It's Yoshi.
Oh.
Birthdays? My birthday is June 6th.
Oh, we're all. My birthday's November 24th.
On February 8th.
April 1st, because my life's a joke.
August 7th.
Yeah, you're a clown for that.
Wait, Rocco, when's your birthday?
Oh my god. you
November
did-
24th.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
18.
Boy.
Little baby.
Holy moly.
God, you're just a baby.
A baby.
Gosh, I remember when I was 18.
I don't remember when I was 18.
Wow, that
No.
sounds like we're
I
so-
know this
I remember when
person.
I was 18.
No, baby.
Listen. There's a line in A Nightmare on Elm Street when Nancy goes, she's like looking at her reflection. She's like, God, I look 20 years old.
Oh yeah, yo, I love that line. It's so stupid.
Yo, it's like that was just thrown in there. Like whoever wrote that, they were just like, yo, like let's just like make this shit really funny, like real quick. I mean, that line is hysterical. I saw that
Nancy was what,
live.
15?
I mean, at the movies and where they were playing it, everyone laughed.
Oh my god, hi. Hey, 23.
20.
Oops. Some questions.
John Carpenter.
I'm gonna let y'all answer first.
Wes Craven.
I'm not answering that one. That's decide. That's
But you know what? Just in general, John Carpenter is like my favorite director,
Right.
or favorite horror director.
Favorite horror director?
I guess actually this kind of counts. I'm gonna say Edgar Wright.
Who the hell's that?
What? Oh,
Honey.
I'm sorry.
director of
Right.
Shaun of the Dead.
what?
Oh yeah. That's good shit. Okay, so he's good shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's like not technically a horror director, but he did a horror movie. I guess that counts. I think he might have done more than one horror movie.
He has a new horror movie coming out.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
say.
two horror movies. That counts.
Mhm. Melissa, who's yours?
Ooh. Yikes. I'm torn. Honestly, I got like the two cliche ones. I'm torn between John Carpenter and Wes Craven.
Wes.
I think I might have to agree. I think I have to agree on Wes Craven.
He
It's
really
dangerous.
like
I'm
put a
sorry,
spotlight
guys.
on like the whole meta thing. Like
Yes,
Yes,
he
like,
really switched the whole slasher game.
I mean, he really,
Twice.
yeah, he
Oh,
did. He
yeah.
really started that whole thing. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have had shit like Bride of Chucky and stuff, and like those kinds of movies that were like
Yeah.
kind
Seed of Chucky.
Seed of Chucky too. Though he did specify Bride of Chucky was like the start of that tone, but you know, like that two movies. But oh, Celeste, this is a good one for you.
Hold on, I didn't answer the question.
Oh,
So, favorite of all time, I think I'm gonna have to agree Wes Craven, and then my favorite modern horror director is Ari Aster.
oh, there you go. It's an answer to.
Okay, what's another one? Top 2 favorite chase scenes. Only 2 because there's a lot. Oof.
Ooh.
Oh no, my brain is gonna like not remember.
Buffering.
Right now.
I don't think I can answer that one.
I can.
Yeah, me too. I'm like already. I'm like, yeah, you can go first, bro.
I love the chase scene in a mansion in Scream 3.
Oh
Like
wow.
that sequence is amazing. Not the best Scream, but the scene itself. And I
Wait,
think
who's getting chased though in that one? I forgot.
everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now I haven't seen Scream 3 in a while.
Yeah, it's a chase scene, and Ghostface hacks up like 3 main characters in that sequence, and it's beautiful. I love it.
Mm.
Oh wait, what's your second one?
Sasha in Urban Legend.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
I'm gonna go with Laurie Strode in Halloween 2, 1981, when Michael Myers catches up to her. And then I'm gonna go a little bit further back to 1974, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sally's chase scene.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I don't know which, like, I don't know if it's like the part right when Franklin, her brother, gets killed in the wheelchair, and then she's getting chased because that whole thing is intense. But also the ending when she runs out of the house is like just it's incredible. I really hope we can watch that all together very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that soon. It's so good.
Scooby-Doo Zombie
Horrifying.
Island. Scooby-Doo Zombie
this-
Island.
What about
With
it?
the Simple Plan song.
Yes, I love that fucking scene. That scene is awesome. I don't care what anybody says. That shit is awesome. What is it when the zombies first come, and then they like run into that? Yeah, that shit is fire. I don't care. I'm not gonna think too hard about this one because I'm probably like not gonna remember any. So that
Okay, I literally don't know my favorite chase scenes. I really have to think about that. Melissa?
I'm in the same boat. I'm like thinking.
I know, there's so many. We'll come back to that. Hoping you guys do a Scream Table Scream. Yes, we will.
Yeah, I hope we do.
Hell
He did. He doesn't know.
Forgive me.
I'm late. What do you guys think about Mike Flanagan? I think I answered this in another one. I don't think it was your question, but
I have to look up who that is.
I enjoy Mike Flanagan. I don't like Oculus and I don't like Doctor Sleep, but I love The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. So,
yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat. I like more the shows he's done. His movies, not gonna lie, I'm not really too big of a fan.
Hush
Yeah,
was
look them
okay.
up. There's nothing that came up
That's
for me.
okay. Didn't he do the fucking one where she's tied to the bed, Gerald's Game?
Yeah, that one
Yes.
was good.
Yeah, that was
too.
great. I love
But
that
you
one.
know what, guys?
Yeah, that
that
one's
one
great.
was good because of Carla Gugino. Thanks.
Bye, Girl Summer.
It's by Girl Summer.
I love everything Mike Flanagan. I've been a fan since Oculus. Love the guy.
He's great.
Never seen
Personally-
any of his movies.
I personally feel like my feelings about him are like either fuck, this is dope, or oh my god, this is super pretentious. Like there's no in between for me.
Yes. Whose mother would you guys rather be raised by? Margaret White from Carrie or Michelle Crane from Insidious Chapter 2? You know what?
Ooh.
Listen, I'm triggered by this because my mom, yikes, super similar to Margaret White from Carrie. So none of them because I'm coping with my trauma. What about you guys?
Jesus, all right.
I don't even wait. So Michelle Crane from Insidious Chapter 2, is that the woman that like someone explained because I haven't seen Insidious Chapter 2 in a while.
She's the one that's hitting the little boy dressed in a dress, and she's like, "Your name is Marilyn."
Oh, and she like slaps the kid.
Yeah,
Like I remember seeing the ending, but
and she's
I
like,
never-
"Don't you dare!"
I mean, she was really scary, but I never really got to like. I don't know. I haven't watched Insidious Chapter 2 in a while, so I don't want any of these women to be my mother.
Insidious Chapter 2 is my comfort movie.
No way. I don't know. Margaret White is fucked though. So I really don't know. Maybe Margaret White. I don't know.
Gang.
They're all pretty fucking awful.
I don't know which one's fucking worse. Jesus Christ.
I know they're both terrible.
I don't know. They wouldn't
Yeah.
stand a chance against me.
Damn. Okay.
Not affected.
What do you think of Ari Aster's Midsummer / Hereditary style directing? I love him. He is my favorite modern horror director. Fire.
I bet that's no surprise, seeing how we rewrote the script to seem very much like a bunch of Ari Aster's styles of cutting.
Yes, I prefer Hereditary over Midsummer, but I love both. So I'm not saying I dislike Midsummer at all. Midsummer hit different because I got out of a super toxic relationship, so that shit hit.
It was the timing.
And Hereditary was literally anxiety inducing. And honestly, Queen Toni Collette.
Yes. The smash cut with the scream.
Yes. Also, like everything this man does is beautiful, masterpiece. This man can do no wrong. Like
that's the only
the
movie.
way it's filmed is so beautiful. Yeah.
That's the only movie I was ever afraid of in the theater. I almost had to like step out for a minute. At least
Movie
it's
is
like,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
dark.
I love it.
Psychological
I
horror.
hug it.
There's like
Yeah.
it just has something so unsettling about it, and it's such a subtle thing, but it's there consistently, like throughout the movie.
it doesn't give you time to take a
Yes.
breath, like and like
Yeah.
be like, all right, I'm contextualizing all this. It's just like every second you're like, oh god damn it, like what the fuck is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yes. Chris?
Has a lot of Rosemary's Baby
Not
vibes
for
into
me.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I just couldn't get behind it. I don't know. I saw Hereditary with a group of people, and I will give like I guess it credit for like the acting. There was like some cool like cinematography, but plot wise, it's just not for me. And I did not see Midsummer because I wasn't a fan of Hereditary. I know the horror community is definitely like split on this, so I'll leave it at that. It's not for me.
Not really.
I did not like it. I left the movie theater. I was like, that was the worst movie I ever saw.
Oh my god, that's how I felt about the Suspiria remake.
I was gonna
I
walk
remember
out.
that, and I do remember that. And I was scared of that movie. I was very scared.
That movie
Well,
sucks.
Chris, if you weren't there with us, I would have walked out.
Oh,
You know
I
what?
wanted to
That's how
leave.
it was with me and Hereditary. I was with all these people, and I was like, I think somebody drove me in a car, so I couldn't really go anywhere. So I was like, fuck, if I leave, I can't just hop in my car. But wasn't for me.
Sorry, I'm so slow, guys.
Jesus.
Have you guys seen Block Island Sound? No, I don't know what that is.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm trying to like get through these. Favorite American adaptation of an Asian horror movie? None.
It's so tough. It's so tough.
Hold on,
All
hold on.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, which
Wait,
one
wait,
is
wait,
can't
good?
think
wait,
of
wait.
any.
Okay, wait. The Ring is okay. The
Wait.
Ring is okay. The
Oh,
Ring is
wait.
good. With Brian
Okay.
Cox.
I have never seen The Ring.
Sorry, I forgot that The Ring. Yes.
Okay.
I have not seen the original movie. That's the problem.
We know we tried to. Remember, we watched it and it was a little slow. Like, it definitely was of the
No,
time.
we saw The Grudge.
Oh, we saw The Grudge. Okay, so that's the
That movie
adaptation that everything about that The Grudge adaptation I like besides the actual story that they changed. It's like, because everything else that they kept is dope. Like the scene with the no jaw girl, that should tilt. Like, I was like 8 when I saw that, or 10.
With The Grudge?
And The Grudge, yeah, that shit fucked me up. Something silly, stupid.
Didn't we rewatch The Grudge recently and it wasn't that good though? The
Yeah.
remake.
Yes. We were like, who's in that?
Sarah
I
Michelle
think
Gellar.
Sarah
Michelle
Michelle
Gellar.
Gellar.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah, it was
Yeah.
okay. But I will say though, on the topic, maybe not American adaptations, but Audition has to be my favorite Asian horror movie.
Yeah, but that's not an American.
No, I know, I'm just saying.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I
actually.
know. Like,
I showed that film to Rock.
yeah, I know. And when she showed me, I was like amazing. Takashi Miike is incredible.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
he's
crazy.
fucking
Ah.
amazing.
And he was really funny in that one scene in that one movie we just watched.
Yes. In Hostel.
Hostel, yes. Yeah, he was funny in that.
Yeah,
My
okay. So
judges
I would
dropped.
say The Ring, I guess. I haven't seen the original film though, so
I have. I remember it being slow, like The Grudge. But I think it's like kind of like lo-fi. Like they like shot it on like a really shitty camera. Anyway, whatever. Not the point.
Joni, what happened? Your jaw just dropped. Are you judging?
Yeah. Hearing you guys. No, it's just like
Oh,
Chris,
What?
never watched The Ring? What?
No, I
Oh,
really
you never watched
Oh.
The Ring?
no, I
What?
never have.
What?
Okay, I don't know. I never got in. I just
Why?
never got into it. You guys
know what?
forgive me, guys.
That came up as a script last night, and I was like, "Ooh, that might be a good table read, maybe." I don't know yet.
It's very.
Is it good? It's really good because like
dialogue
I remember
It
years
is
ago.
very good, and it holds up.
Okay, because it was on. Do you guys remember Bravo's 100 Scariest Movie Moments?
Yeah.
Where like they go
Yeah.
through. It's like so great. They did like I guess like a movie like when they're like talking about The Ring. So I never saw it, but I was like, oh, I guess it's scary. I was like, oh, it must be scary if it's on 100 top scariest movie moments. I don't know. I never got around to seeing it though. I guess I should.
You should.
You still need to watch High Tension.
I do. I know.
True.
I don't think I've seen that film, Nick.
What's Intruder?
There's
Intruder.
two.
I've never
There
seen
is
this one.
there is 2 movies with that name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I see the 80s one.
I'm looking this up right now.
There's one that I believe Rory Culkin is in.
Oh, that's right. I didn't see that one.
Because there's
I
one with
saw
the
the
girl.
one with
She's
Sam
like
Raimi.
she's like agoraphobic. Like I don't remember. But I know it has like some weird, crazy plot twist, and like she was like low key crazy, and shit gets weird. But if it's that one, then yeah, that one was fire.
Oh wait, so it's
Yeah.
from 2019?
No, I want to.
Oh, 1989?
No, the one I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I
is
saw
like the
the 80s one.
1981. 89. It was. It's gonna
This
be-
sounds pretty cool. It's a slasher. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry.
Lit.
Oh, Wilson, I did not mean it like disrespectfully. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I wasn't actually sure if you asked me this question in the last stream or somebody else, which is why I said that. But you're all good. Oh, I missed that. Thank you, Lucas, for coming by. Have a good night.
Bye, baby. Celeste,
Shit. Yes.
are you calmer?
I am. Sorry, I read so slow in this chat. It's like crazy. Hold on. Where are we? Where are we? Coping with trauma squad. Yes, gang gang. Hey Celeste, I wish I knew what you did last summer. John, you didn't stop by in time to find out. I'm very upset. Hello, Bert.
You got mad people joining in.
Hey
I see
guys.
that. I haven't seen Hereditary yet, and you do. I love Midsummer. Yes, you do.
Matthew, the movie would probably be for you. If you liked Midsummer. I mean, I've never seen it, but it's from like the same guy.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear this.
Oh my god.
It's so sad. Hereditary and Midsummer are a 1-2 punch. They are. Celeste, you have some interesting followers. I know, they're great. It's my spooky little fam. I need to see Hereditary. I've been sleeping on it clearly. Oh, yes, you do. If you have family trauma, you will cry. I have a very long day tomorrow, so I have to get some sleep. Oh, and thank you so much for stopping by,
Thank
Shaheen.
Thank you so much.
You think The Ring is good? Yes, I do, Logan. Thank you. I'm sorry, The Ring is better than Ringu. I haven't seen it, so I don't know, Nick. Sorry, guys, I'm going really fast because I'm like super behind. Block Island Sound. It was released in Netflix. It is a horror movie. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Yes, our icon.
Yeah.
I agree, though. I think it was just okay. You know?
That movie sucked.
Like, I watched it recently and I was like, oh, this didn't age that well. Because when I was little, I was so scared of it. But, you know, it is what it is. She's
Yeah, I
great.
agree.
I like The Ring better. Yes, I agree.
Also, I feel like The Grudge was just confusing.
Oh, he's still here. Sorry, I'm going really fast. The Ring reminds me of a goth thing I dated in high school.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Have you seen Three Extremes? No, I haven't. Is that a film? Do you know that movie?
Yes.
Is that a movie?
Yes.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
yeah.
seen it.
It's an anthology horror film.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
okay.
cool.
Japanese.
Thank you, Logan. Oh my god.
Yes.
Love you. I love you right now. We're meant to be friends.
Okay.
Nobody knows about this movie.
Yes.
Oh my god. I love dumplings. I've talked about it so many times in multiple videos. Sorry for yelling. But like, yes, this Chinese horror film, it does it right.
You know what's
Sorry.
really nasty? Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, actually, I could go for some dumplings.
I know, in a weird way.
No, I
I
know.
promise we're not sick. Movie is so good though.
The Grudge. is telling-
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're gonna make this a thing.
Gotcha.
Oh, hello, Slasher
Hey.
Critic. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Chris, we are watching The Ring together. Yes. Can I be there too?
Hell yeah.
Right. We should all do that.
Yeah, yo, he has a dope ass place.
Does
I'm
he?
coming. I want to come over and sleep over.
Aww. Oh my god, no, please.
No, I'll sit that one out. No grudge table scream.
Yeah, he hates it that much. Ooh, stop.
Same,
I've been
bro.
speaking down here.
Same. Bravos. I still watch them from time to time. They're so good. It's like
Oh,
the
shit.
90s, early 2000s,
I
like
can't keep up with this.
documentary style that like they. What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
You know, In Search of Darkness. Has anyone watched that? I feel like that's like the new like Intruders and 80s slasher.
Yes.
That's
Great
cool.
question. I have not seen this, Bert. Not yet.
Oh no.
Yes.
I have to see it though.
Yeah.
I might
Melissa and
watch
Chris
it
just
tonight.
Highly recommend. Highly
Yeah, we
recommend.
should do that
100%.
We should do it tonight.
Yes. Is this part one? Is the one that just came out? Does it have Maya Hawke in it or no?
I don't know.
Oh,
that
Maya
is.
Hawke's in it.
that?
Yeah, she
Is
is.
that the
And
Stranger
the other
Things
girl
girl?
from Stranger Things. There's
No.
two
Oh,
girls in
yes.
Stranger Things.
No, she's.
Maya
I think
Hawke
they're gonna be in
and
the
the
sequel.
redhead girl.
I think they're in the
The
sequels.
redhead, no. Not the redhead, the other one.
Wait, Natalia Dyer's in it?
No.
No,
Maya
no.
Hawke
This
and the
is a-
redhead.
This is what I
Oh.
needed, yo. Fear
forgot
Street.
her
I'm not
name.
even kidding.
What's
I
that
needed
girl's
that.
name?
Sadie Sink.
Sadie Sink. Thank you.
Yes.
I knew it started with an S. I was gonna call her Sydney for a second. I knew that was incorrect.
Sydney Sink.
Okay, so she's in part one. No.
Maya
Maya
Hawke. Yeah, Maya Hawke is in part one.
Oh,
Oh, she
Sadie's
is?
in the 1978 one. So the
Okay,
next one.
cool.
Yeah.
These are the main reasons I'm gonna watch this.
Yo,
that
watch it
bussin'.
tonight. You will love it. Yo, you guys will love it.
I think I'm
You'll
gonna
like
love it.
it.
I thought the trailer looked really good.
It's fun. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is.
Yes, Celise bought it for me and everything in Hot Topic.
Oh, Melissa, show your dogs.
I got one of them here. I don't know where the other one is at. She got a fresh haircut.
Oh, she's so cute.
She
She's
is
so
a
small.
cutie. Where's my baby? Yes.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh God. Ooh,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
that's a horror movie in its own self.
It is. Celeste wine is flowing.
I think this might be the first live stream where it's not actually.
Oh, I think he's talking about for himself.
Oh.
Or are you talking about me? I haven't had any to drink.
Matthew, wait till we get to your comment. We're gonna have K-pop discourse. It's happening.
Yeah,
It's
sorry
coming.
that I'm slow, you guys.
How are you gonna
Do
say?
you guys prefer classic or remake? I've only seen the
Ooh.
remake. So I'm
Wait,
gonna
for
say that.
what?
For The Ring.
Oh,
Oh.
I've never seen it, so I can't say.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Yo, this chat is really bussing right
It's
now.
Bussing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I liked crab ragoon better than dumplings. I like both.
Yo, I'm fucking starving.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. But I'm still gonna flash your comments because I'm responding to them. But you're so sweet. Thank you. I'm really the slowest reader of all time.
I'm so happy you're here, Matthew, and you have like officially met Rocco and Celise and
Yes.
Joni, Melissa, the whole spooky gang. The whole spooky family's here.
Bert, are you trying to hint that she dies? What are these periods? Don't even, Bert. Don't spoil. Don't do it. Oh shit.
Listen, okay? Listen. Let me talk for a moment.
Ooh. Oh, they're about to go off.
To anyone is fine. Okay, they're great. They did their thing, but it was the late 2000s. It's 2021. If you're not standing Luna, if you're not standing Red Velvet, if you're not standing Blackpink twice, y'all don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. The only reason I wore the Blackpink shirt was because the Twice shirts weren't there. Don't get me started. CL, great, but ever since she started doing music with Riff Raff and Diplo, it's been sorry, girl.
Excuse me. What is
Dr.
happening?
Pepper is a great song, but everything else, sorry.
Aw, thank you.
He's got to meet baby Stand.
Baby Sand. I will definitely be watching it tonight before bed.
We gotta put this on later. Oh, we should get
Yes.
Burger King.
That depends. That really depends.
You guys,
I wish
when
my
I
burger
get
was
off
still
this, I
open.
got a hot date with my man and some Burger King.
Hey. Oh, she's hanging out with Yoshi.
With Yoshi. You gotta order in that same voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
guys prefer classic movies or remake movies?
It
Wow, that's
depends.
a tough question.
Yeah.
I feel like it's dependent. Like it's case sensitive.
Yeah, like, because sometimes I think remakes are necessary. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh my God, they keep making remakes. I'm not like that.
Mhm.
It's fine if you are like that, but I'm just not like that. I think sometimes a remake can be necessary.
Yeah.
I like both, you know.
I gotta tell you the truth. I feel like the best kind of remake is either if they do something wildly different or if they really just update.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a remake that I really love, maybe even more than the. Oh, you know what? The Fly is like a great example of that kind of remake, where it's like it really takes the essence of the movie but just completely reworks it.
I agree. I gave that one 5 lives out of 5. One of
I
my
agree with
favorite
you, Rocco.
movies.
Oh man, there's more K-pop discourse in here. This shit is about to get. The
Oh my
shit.
god, Matthew, you're so cute. I love you. I love him.
Oh, I know he's amazing. I love y'all. Y'all are so much fun.
Oh my god. Yes, we can go to Comic Con together. Is it
Yes,
happening?
we are this year.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wait, Matthew. Wait. I just got tickets. And Rocco is gonna be there, and so is Chris.
Yes.
We're gonna go to Monster Mania Con in Jersey.
Ooh.
I don't think
Matthew,
Andy's here
come.
anymore, but one of my subscribers, Andy's gonna be there, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, and you should come too.
Come
I'm gonna be
through.
Fiona Doris. Bye, girl, Summer.
I listen. I completely understand if you wanna leave me for her. She's fine.
She's fine.
She's a fine.
Who are we gonna cosplay this year, Matthew? And who are you guys gonna cosplay? I need to work on my Cyrax.
Oh my god, I have no idea. I have a million cosplays now because of quarantine and doing videos.
I don't have
of
any.
cosplay.
Yeah,
Martin
but-
cosplays.
and I also want to like work on what are you saying?
We need to come up with some good horror cosplays. So,
Danny Kane.
I think I might do my Perfect Blue cosplay.
ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. See, the problem with mine is like the only horror themed cosplay I have is fucking what's his face from Scream, fucking Ghostface, and like I'm not an 8-year-old at an elementary school like Halloween day, so like I feel like it just looks silly for me. Like I don't know, like I feel like I got to do something really really crazy different.
I want to do the character that's in Fear Fest. Like when we go to Monster Mania, he's wearing the skull mask. That's who I want to be. I just need to find where I'm gonna get that skull mask.
I'm off to play Louisville with my ex's little brother tonight. I don't know what any of this means. See you later.
Bye.
John, I'm sorry. I don't understand your comment.
Yeah. Wait. Wants to go to Brooklyn Con on Sunday in August. I will hit you up, and we'll talk about it. I'll either give you a phone call or we'll like talk through Instagram when we like just like me and Matthew sometimes will like send each other literally like 20 videos of us just like talking, and and it's just what we do. It's like he's just like one of like my great friends I'm able to do it with. Seriously, you are like one of my best friends, and the fact that you were here. Yes, spooky family vibes.
So happy you were
Yes.
here.
Right now.
I'm so happy I've met Matthew.
Can I get an F in the chat?
I've told them so much about you, and
Always
I've
wanted to
told
say
you
that.
so much about them. So it's awesome.
Thank you so much. I love you too.
There's a butt there though.
Oh,
What are you
let's
talking
go to the
about?
next one.
Oh my god. Oh shit, I just
F in the
saw-
yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I've always
trying
wanted to do that.
this. If you weren't Solis, I'd make you mine. Oh lord.
Oh, there's thirst in the chat.
Is there thirst? Oh, I love him.
Oh wait, now we're getting too many F's in the chat. I've always wanted to say that. It's amazing.
I agree, Wilson. Me too.
Hell yeah, yo.
Yes.
That's like, the gangsta stuff right there.
I also love Bates Motel. If you haven't seen it, please do.
I've never
Did we
watched
start
it.
that?
I gotta get on it.
What? Vera Farmiga Queen.
Yes.
Wait, we started that, right?
She's Norman Bates.
I know, you told me a lot.
Yes.
I love Alfred Hitchcock Psycho.
Chris, you need to
great.
watch it.
Wait, we can also do a
Psycho is my
table
religion.
read of that movie, right?
Oh my
Psycho.
gosh, I love Matthew. There is the script online. I don't know if it's like dialogue heavy.
Okay.
We'll
We'll
see.
take a look at
Yes.
it.
I had an F in the chat myself.
Oh my god, there's so many F's. Stop, please.
Babe, when you blow up, I'm gonna do that every time and just swim your whole chat.
You know what, Matthew? I didn't know what F in the chat meant either until Rocco explained it. So you're
It's literally just the letter F.
Literally, okay, so it actually comes from.
No, you explained it to me before.
Yeah, I know. It's like a whole thing.
Later, Melissa, love the dog and they.
Oh, cat.
The
Good
dog is so
night.
cute.
She's like, I want to look at the camera. I'm camera shy.
Poggers.
Oh my god, you guys, with this F in the
So
chat. Okay, you guys.
It's
Listen
getting
up.
lit.
We've been here for 3 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh, child.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope that you all enjoyed our first ever Table Screams, a reading of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
The third draft revised.
I want to thank Chris for being Ray. I want to thank Rocco for being the narrator so seamlessly. I want to thank Melissa for being Helen. And I want to thank Joni for coming up with this idea and giving me everything in playing Barry and the Fisherman. I
Joni.
love you.
I love you.
Everybody.
I love
Great.
all of you. Thanks
It was
so
great to
much.
have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Celise. Thank you guys for being amazing.
Welcome. Yes. And
Thank
I
you
want
for
to
having
thank.
us.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love you.
You're
girl. Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody who stayed as well. Matthew, Logan, thanks for coming. John, Mike, I think he left. All my real ones. Wilson, Shaheem, Lucas. Thank you. I love you guys. And I hope you have a good night. Bye.
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 Yeah.
Bye.
Everybody.